Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. Despite having so much on his plate as the IBC CEO, Uncle Dieter puts his heart into many philanthropic projects throughout Crossbow. One of those being the annual tradition where he gives presents to those hospitalized at St. Ursula. If they can't enjoy the anniversary festival, I'll bring some joy to them and... Y'all, no, okay. I refuse. I refuse to let it be true. Get off of my screen. I refuse. No. If after this he is a member of Ouroboros, man, I'm gonna lose faith. So for right now, I need to believe that he's not. I have to believe. Good day, good people. So fine day in the year of the paradigm. I'm actually going to start a very non-traditional way to this episode. So let me walk and let me talk with you. I'm sure me will find some sort of music to just fit. In fact, no, I feel like we need some Ace Attorney music in this. Because I'm gonna have to talk to you. Let me find it first. I have been doing some soul hunting, some soul searching, and I have some ideas about what's going on in this game. Last episode I said I was gonna go back and I was going to look through some of the doors from last time and fill out our corkboard, and now I feel like this is the first time that I want to go through some of the things that are on the corkboard, because I think I have at least one answer. I think I might have two answers. And I've come to some other realizations as I've been thinking about how these games are so far. At least in terms of, like, the general structure from the third. Or I guess the first, the second, and the third. I'm trying to take some... Where am I going? Why is this in alphabetical order rather than being sorted by freaking, last saved? Okay, where is, Trails? Trail series. No, 0 has its own folder. There we go. So open this up. I need to bring this over here. And more notably, I'm gonna have to do that again, because we have to talk about a couple of things that I am, I'm thinking about. So, I guess to start, let's zoom in. So, my main question, and it's leading me to someone who I don't know if I should trust as much as I do, but I think I currently am. But trust has, you know, betrayed me before in this game. So let's talk. Why were the four of us specifically chosen to be in the SSS? I refuse to believe it is just for, just for, you know, yeah, these four, yes, I can't believe it's just like a perfect crossroads of destiny. I don't think crossroads of destinies exist in this game, especially when we have to consider Ouroboros is... Well, this is another pawn of Ouroboros' plan. And I'm gonna get to that later because, in going through the door, where we were not Campanella, but it's the door where, like, Campanella broke the fourth wall. I don't remember which door number it was anymore. I might have written it down. But regardless, I want to talk about, first of all, Randy. There's a little screenshot from the last episode. I'm gonna start taking screenshots and post them there. Who the is Randy actually? He's not from Crossbow, we know that. Not actually fired for being a womanizer. Apparently, where he's from is very bad, not good. Powers that he had in a race are familiar to Joshua. He had them since childhood. It's probably not a stigma, and he's probably not from Ouroboros. As Jessica, I think, stated in a comment once, if he was from Ouroboros, they definitely would not be super duper friendly right now. And the way that it looks like, I just doubt it's a stigma. So if it's like similar to what Joshua was experiencing, it's not a stigma. It must be like the same preparation that he went through to get a stigma, which is not so much it's not so much like tragedy as much as it is rigorous training, but also potentially tragedy. I don't know. But we know he's got incredible power and he's been holding back. 2 years ago, something bad happened. He said that in his conversation with Lloyd. I think he said 2 years ago something bad happened. And now I know that it is 12:04 from the comments. Thank you guys, because boy, have I been BSing my ears, but I think I've got it straight at this point. Says he doesn't like being called Red. So here's this other thing. That's when I started to say, hey, I know a lot of these doors in the third have a whole bunch of years, and I'm starting to realize that a lot of these doors from the third are actually setting up for this game, and more than likely Cold Steel, so I do need to keep a lot of them in mind. I might even go back and make a door document as to, like, these are the things that I don't know about the doors yet, and I'm waiting on answers. Could this be an answer? Cassius' door, and that's the door that I wanted to go back and look at, and this is what I got from that door. The Cassius door, where he was essentially going to Erebonia and doing all of these things, was in 1202. That is the same time where something happened with Randy, at the very least the same year, so that's something to keep in mind. And if it was not in Crossbell, that I guess if Randy's not from Crossbell, I'm sorry, yeah, if he's not from Crossbell, he's probably from Erebonia or Calvart. He's not from Liberl. I think we would have met him if that were the case. I'm starting to like wonder why he was actually kicked out if it wasn't for being a womanizer rather. It seems he was probably kicked out for, it wasn't for aggression, it was probably for something not serious, but I guess I'm purely speculating. We'll get back to that. This is the big one that I kind of want to talk about. Well, actually, no, let's stay on Randy, because I think I actually do know where Randy is from, because I came down here. Not there yet. This is something from the door of, there's actually a screenshot. I mean, all these screenshots are from my old gameplay. This is a screenshot from the door, Richard's door. It is the message that was delivered to Seg from, I believe Cassius Bright. It technically doesn't say it's Cassius, but I'm pretty sure it's Cassius Bright. It's from like the message writer is a real slave driver. It says we'd like to know what the Red Constellation is up to too. So we'd like to appreciate you looking into it for us on the side. I think this is probably Randy related, and I do think this might be where Randy's from. The problem is, I don't know what the heck the Red Constellation is. I didn't have a lot of time to do a bunch of door searching, so I only went through like the last couple of episodes that had doors in the third. But the fact that he doesn't like being called Red, and he was like, who you calling Red? And he started to get aggressive because of that. I think it might be trauma from whatever this Red Constellation was. So whatever it was bad. I don't know if it is maybe a subsection of it's not a subsection of Ouroboros, because at that juncture, I don't know. Regardless, Red Constellation is a trigger word that we're going to be looking out for, I think either in this game or the next game, or maybe Cold Steel. But I do think Red Constellation and Randy are linked. Either he's from it, which is what I'm leaning towards, or maybe maybe he's hunting them, and maybe that's why he hates Red so much. Like maybe, I don't know, the Red Constellation killed his family and he murdered some members of the Red Constellation or something. And that rage kind of brings him back to that. I don't know. Unsure. I think it's more likely that he was a part of the Red Constellation and they either did some tests, like, or some sort of horrible, like, not initiation, but like, I guess, I don't know. They did something to Randy. Probably what Joshua went through, so I guess probably a lot of fighting and missions. I don't know. I still want to sit on this, but I'm more confident that he was a part of the Red Constellation rather than the Red Constellation is like his greatest enemy. Or I mean, maybe it is the same. So I guess what I should probably think about is if he is a part of this Red Constellation, what led him to come to Crossbell instead? That's too much thinking to start this episode. I want to come here. This is other miscellaneous things from the third. The Jaeger Corps are the ones that attack the Erebonian Bracers Guild. So I'm sorry, the Jester Corps, who are Jaegers, attack the Erebonian Bracers Guild. And that is the Cassius door here. So maybe there's like a world where... Okay, I didn't think about it this way. But perhaps there's a world where Randy was a part of the Jester Corps, and maybe the Red Constellation. I'm trying to link too many things. That's probably completely separated. I just don't know what the Red Constellation is. Anywho, whatever. These are the other important things. I think this is the last one is the most important. The Gordius series is something that they mentioned. 13 factories, however, are under the control of the 6 Angus. Whoever that is, we'll figure it out eventually, but considering that we are going to be dealing with the 13 factories, or rather one of the 13 factories, I feel like we may have a run-in with this Angus, and that's going to get to my point that's up there. I don't want these marks on here. The thing is, we have this whole Orpheus project, and everything that we went into kind of motion in the first 3 games was phase 1. This is apparently the beginning of phase 2, or rather at the end of the game, we started phase 2. And phase 2 is the Phantasmal Blaze plan, and that is in effect, and that... Though that is probably key to figuring things out in this game, Ouroboros is up to whatever this phase 2 is, or at the very least this is the start of that phase 2. Or they need something from Crossbow that leans into Cold Steel that will complete phase 2. And I don't know how many phases are a part of this Orpheus project, or what the main goal of this Orpheus project is. I just know that the second phase is in action. And if the first 3 games were one phase, I'm led to believe that Crossbell might just be this second phase, so the next 2 games might be this second phase. And if some of Crossbell goes on during some of Erebonia, the Cold Steel games, which I think is how that happens, you guys are gonna have to double check with me on that. I think that's what I read between you guys, or maybe not, I'm not sure. If that's the case, then the Crossbell series and Cold Steel, at least at the start of it, if not all of it, is phase 2. This second phase of the Orpheus project, and that's the Phantasmal Blaze plan. So I'm looking for... and we've already been to Phantasma, so I don't know if that's a part of the... Because I think this meeting happened after the end of What's-His-Face, but I'll be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you 100%. I don't think Sky the Third had nearly anything to do with Ouroboros. I think that was its own thing. We learned a lot from Ouroboros from that. But here's the thing. The other thing is, we did technically have a member of Ouroboros, a part of that, and that was Richard. No, I'm sorry. Whoa, that's so incorrect. Got me for that one. It's, what is his name? The guy who Campanella loves to bully. His name is escaping me, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He sucks. He sucks so much that my brain decided not to remember him. Gilbert. There we go. That's his name. So Gilbert... there's a world where Gilbert came out of that and he told them about something here. So this maybe the Phantasmal could probably include some Phantasma, World of Phantasmagoria or whatever. So that's something that we gotta look into. That being said, my biggest point here is because this is going to be a thing over the course of the next couple of games. Granted how Sky 1 and 2 worked, I don't think we can be this deep into this game without having met someone who is actually an Ouroboros member. And I want to say I'm 99% confident about that. Somebody who we've already met is an Ouroboros member. There has to have already been some setup, and I know that I've missed it. And I think there's probably been some little clue, and I think that I've missed it already. Somebody on this is somebody that we've met so far is definitely Ouroboros. And so I sat down and I've really been thinking about it. And there's some other suspects in here that I haven't written down, like Esmelda. I think she is also a big suspect. I think I keep wanting to say like people who we have heard names of but have not met, but I'm gonna be real, I don't think that's the case either. I think at this juncture it has to be someone we met, because this game likes to set things up like, oh man, I didn't want to spend 20 minutes on this, but we're gonna go for another like 5 minutes because I want to get through this part, because I think this is super duper important and it's something I'm going to be paying very close attention to for the rest of the game. Somebody here, or somebody that's not listed, oh man, I think I gotta put Wazi on this list too. I'll do that at the end of the episode, because I need to like reorganize this corkboard a little bit and actually expand it a little bit. Wazi is on this list, I think. Esmelda's probably on this list, and I think those are really the only two other people that I'm like, okay, I could see them being a little bit Ouroboros. And I'll explain why some of these things, and I'll explain the people that are on this list already. So Sergey's unfortunately the first person on this list. If it's Sergey, I'll probably vomit. I, however, don't. He's first on the list because he's the first person that came to mind when I was writing this list. I was like, ooh boy, it really could be him, but I hope it's not. The fact that all of us specifically are in the SSS is odd, and that goes back to my first question of why are all of us specifically chosen for the SSS? Because that's you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know Bales transferred Randy to the SSS, right? She's the reason that he's there. But the other three, I don't know. I need to put Tio on this corkboard too, because I need to start thinking about her. I think she is actually the character we have the least information about. I also need to put Guy in here because I don't know who killed Guy, but that is technically a mystery. But focused on who could be a member of Ouroboros, Mr. LaCroix. I hope it's not him because, you know, justice. But however, I could see him doing a vivid turn, and boy would I would be in shambles. I'm gonna be real. I would be in shambles, I would cry, and I'll be real, he's got so many connections that I could see him being a member of Ouroboros. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was gonna say, I don't know if any member of Ouroboros is really that high profile and that like I'm up in, but I don't know if we've met. Okay, I guess what is it? Okay, Goliath Osborne. I think his name's Goliath. Is it Goliath? I think so. That sounds right. Osborne, I believe, is his name. Is working with Ouroboros, and I guess he's the leader of a country or whatever, so maybe it could be Dr. Croy. I take that back. So I guess he really is still on my list of premier suspects. Dr. Croy, Belle. So, yeah, so here's the thing. I didn't put her at first. It's thundering. Because I was like, oh yeah, she's probably, I was like, she might be too young to really be involved with Ouroboros. And then I said, but Rain is a baby, so... But Rain also didn't have her parents. But my other thing was, she is a little too smart. Like Rain. And that is I guess my concern, it's not often that you get a character that's like suspiciously bright, that's like not gonna be a party member. I guess she could be a party member in the future, but I don't know. I'm unsure. That being said, I have to have her on the list because I don't know. She feels too smart. She feels too smart, and also she has those two dolls from the place. The place, the whatever location. But I think someone else had a doll from the Rosenberg. But that's like Imelda, and Imelda should be on this list too. I'm gonna add a couple people to this list because I think they should genuinely be on this list. She just gives me weird vibes, and a lot of that's from Ellie, so maybe I'm just like going a little nutsy cuckoo. But I think she being that smart, and the fact that she's traveled abroad to study, but so did Ellie. But Ellie's in the party. But they've done party switches on me before. They put Joshua and they took him all the way over there too. So I don't know, man. There's a possibility some shenanigans could happen there too. It's just Daughter Croyd is suspiciously smart. Suspiciously smart, and I think the biggest point of all of this is that every time I open up the menu for this game for this chapter, it's been like blue orbital network stuff. And she's smart, and she is essentially kind of the mastermind of, or I guess in charge of the orbital network that's underneath the bank. Daughter Croyd, I think, is low on this list. Like I could see it being her father, and then she could be like, I can't believe that this has happened. And she could have like a coming of age story. I think that would make more sense, because I can't imagine it being the other way around. I mean, I guess it could be, but maybe Daughter Croyd's a robot. Maybe he's a puppet too. That could be the only way I kind of see how that goes. Bales, I guess she could have twisted Ernest. So here's the thing, I think. So Ernest is that. This is also why the list of people are where they are right now. I feel like it's someone who would have had to at least have easy access to Ernest. I think Bales could do that. I think Daughter Croyd could do that. I think Daughter Croyd could do that solely because she has parties. I'm trying to think. Is there a world? No, she invited us to a birthday party. I was gonna say, is there a world where Daughter Croyd's maybe there's a world where Daughter Croyd is not like a member of Ouroboros, but there's like a world where Daughter Croyd is still engaging with the criminal underground, and maybe that's why I'm getting weird vibes from her. I think that might be closer to the truth, actually. And that would leave Daughter Croyd to be kind of like disappointed and say, hey, justice, and he might even turn his back on justice and become corrupt because of it. I could see that being a story beat. That would be kind of neat. Anywho, I'm just saying Bales could honestly be the one to get to Ernest quickly. Or I have easy access to Ernest to turn him into kind of that very fast dude. Sergey also could probably have that access, being a part of the police. I think that's why these two are like, I think, higher on the list, Bales and Sergey. But I don't know, maybe they're just both good. Maybe everybody in this list is good. I don't know, because I'm gonna be calling a lot of people out during this episode as we go exploring. I'm gonna be like, could you be a part of Ouroboros? That's gonna be the episode. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But I think that's everything on the corkboard that I have for right now. I am going to add a couple of questions to the corkboard, like who killed Guy. It'll probably be in the corner over here. What's Tio's deal is probably going to be here. I'm probably going to condense Randy because I do feel pretty confident about this red constellation thing. And I'm going to be paying more attention to see if there's anything that feels phantasmal or Blaze. Because look, Phantasmal Blaze is the name of this plan. So I'm searching for those words in dialogue. That being said, let's play the dang game. I'm gonna be going through your comments very quickly. Because I spent way more time going through that than I thought I would. However, I did thoroughly enjoy it. Okay. Let's actually start this episode. Ooh. Is there a world where not Risha, but Elia is a member of Ouroboros? No. I think this late in the game, because she's also essentially adopted as kid. I don't think so. Anywho, let's talk about your comments very quickly, so we can get into this episode. Because I'll tell you what, I went too deep, and I'm in too deep, and I'm trying to keep up above my head. Anywho, last time we reunited with Lloyd Senior, and Lloyd Jr. We're gonna look for him again today. Anthony Soper said, unexpected family reunion. I'll just see it. Jessica says, a meeting of the Lloyds. There are 2 variants of that bird on Ursula Road. The choices for the foot race had correct answers. You chose all but 1 correct. Breaking through Vold's barrel throw. If Randy was a part of Ouroboros, and this is a part of the things that like led me to my list, and my list for Randy too. Joshua definitely wouldn't be friendly with him. I can describe what happened with Randy during the foot race. Rather, he powered up by basically burning away at his life force. Okay. I love how you didn't bat an eye at the reveal that the Rosenberg studio is one of the Society's 13 factories. I think part of me kind of just assumed that it was at least Society given, but being one of the 13 factories is a little crazy. The Moon Temple has been available since chapter 2, whoops. From now on, you'll be able to find Sully at the theater. I don't remember her having much special dialogue in this game, probably due to meeting her being completely optional. If you don't do the side quest, Ilya recruits Sully off screen, and she's introduced to everyone in Azure. Really? So we don't see Sully again until Azure. Wow. Well, I guess Sully will become, more important in Azure, which is kind of neat. Okay, fair enough. So we got more sweep to do, which I expected. Richard, who said, also note how Randy got annoyed at Vold calling him red, which is also kind of hinting me towards, okay, this red constellation thing might be the thing. Okay, apparently I went crazy with the fishing. Science and Story said, I have such terrible memories of the fishing quest, you truly are the son of a fisherman, which has like 3 likes, and I'm like, oh, I just kind of threw my bait out there a couple of times. Fire Tiger Gaming commented saying, on that rather, saying, yep, took me way too long for me as well, which is wild. I guess, yo, hey, y'all were playing with Lloyd, I was playing with Lil Lloyd, you know what I'm saying? Lloyd, he's the son of his parents and raised by Guy. Lil Lloyd, his dad's still alive, he just moved to LaBurle. He's the son of a fisherman. The fact. For Chaos Eater 39 says, the fact that Crossbellums would doubt any shady things happen in Crossbell is absurd to me. If I lived in a place that has 2 full-on crime organizations that basically work the 2 halves of their government in a city, where foreigners can basically go, not go to prison rather, if any crime, because the state itself has no authority, I would basically be convinced that the shadiest stuff is always going on, and I completely agree with you. I think them saying, oh yeah, no, things are fine. I think everyone for the most part knows, okay, things are a little crazy, but let's do our sweep real quick. Thank you guys for the comments. I will probably start saying I'll probably start saving my corkboard talk. It'll probably be sectioned off in the description. It'll be like a chapter. But I feel like my corkboard talk is important because I'll be thinking about the game when I'm not playing the game, and I think that's more important. Because I don't want this game to catch me off guard too many times, like Trails, the first, the second, and the third did. Because I was out here saying, well, you know what? I was not too far off base with my, like, was my trails in the third prediction for who was the masked Lord of Phantasma. I didn't expect it to specifically be a visage of oh my gosh, all their names just left my mind. Kevin's lover, Reese's sister, the hot one. I didn't expect to be a vision of her. I thought it was also just going to be Kevin. But in a sense, it kind of was Kevin. It was like a copy of Kevin's like stigma, right? That sounds right. I think I'm okay. So, you know, I was like, I take half credit there. I take half credit. Anywho. Let's keep going. Center Square, we'll talk to Cop and we'll talk to Cynthia in the department store. I've been enjoying this game a lot. Not for nothing, keeping it a buck with you. I feel like being condensed to one city has really made Crossbow feel more like a home to me. Like, you know, oh hey, what's up? Funya, go! Shush, Sight is sleepy, so it's best to leave him alone right now. Funya. Oh. Oh. Are they friends? Are they homies? We have a cat and a dog. One fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born in a castle stir. What are the words for that again? No something something, no three-eyed frog. It's a feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog, doom doom, cat dog, doom doom. No, man, I don't know. Was it like some sort of Sasquatch, no three-eyed frog? Anywho, let's go talk to somebody. I'm sorry. I don't know why the cat dog theme song is going through my head, but whatever. Cynthia's the kind of woman a lot of us wish we could be, so most of her friends tend to be fellow girls, rather. I wish I could ask her about any relationships with guys, though. No, not you. You. I was talking to Estelle, this bracer who came to Crossbow recently, and apparently she's a huge fan of Strager Corporation sneakers. Jogging is a hobby of mine, and I happen to have a major weakness for sneakers. Can't believe a little sneaker talk would lead to me hitting it off so well with a customer. Cute. I love that. That's everybody from Central Square. Let's go ahead to East Street and we'll knock everybody out. We'll talk to Vald and Michelle. That is East Street. Excellent. Let's talk to Michelle first. Michelle? You sweeties did pretty well yesterday. Managed to beat out the Brights is no easy feat. Ha! Well, it wasn't a walk in the park, huh? We had to pull out all the stops for that win, though. Well, just keep it up and maybe you'll be able to start lightening the guild's load just a little bit. Oh, right, before I forget, I wanted to tell you all that Arios is back from that business trip of his. Sadly, a request from the city came as soon as he got back, so he's assigned to guard duty at a conference there. Huh, could have sworn that the police were in charge of the City Hall conference. I believe that is correct. In fact, if I recall, the 1st Division had taken that request. I guess that's what you call joint security. I heard that there are a bunch of movers and shakers from across the continent attending this conference, so maybe they just wanted to be, wanted some extra insurance. That would make sense. Well, hell, if the Divine Blade of Wind is there, then it's the safest place rather than the whole city. So it's due to all the... It would be crazy if Arios McLean died in this game. Seeing one of the Divine Blades die in this game would be crazy. You know? So it's all due to the current circumstances that the police and the guild are cooperating. I think that would be something so earth-shattering to happen in a game like this. Oh man, no, I would like for that not to happen. I just thought about his daughter in the hospital. Nope, never mind. That cannot happen. We cannot have that. Oh, that reminds me, Estelle and Joshua said that they had some personal business they needed to take care of. Said they were going out to some remote area, I guess. Well, it's fine. Arius is back in town, so I can let those two have a chance to catch their breath. Whoops, I missed that. Okay, so Arius is at City Hall, the Brights have taken care of private matters, Scott and Winslow are at the IBC, while Lynn and Aeolia should be at the Cathedral. Boy, let me tell you, it is not easy to keep track of these bracers. Well, I actually knew where all of them were except for Guy and, I'm sorry, Scott and Wenzel. Guy is dead. We'll talk to Vold. Vold should be, oh, I was gonna say he should be in here, but I guess not. Yo, you losers still at it? We literally beat you. Ha, you guys look pretty tired. What's the matter, you weaklings? Unfortunately, not all of us have inhuman stamina like you, Vold. Wait a second, are you planning on going out to the festival again? What's it to you? How we spend our time at the festival is none of your damn business, kid. Right, I'm not sure what we expected. It is pretty exhausting trying to put up with him. By the way, Red, let's have ourselves a real fight next time. No holding back, you coward. I think he'll kill you, actually, if he doesn't hold back. I'm not gonna sit quietly after seeing that little stunt you pulled back there. Aw, come on, give a guy a break. I just got a little carried away yesterday. Happens to the best of us, you know? Keeps getting more and more interesting. I want to take you on once you get your head out of your ass. Sheesh. Going all out like that was clearly a big mistake. Hoo-ha! Great. Anything else? I'd love to go around with that black-haired kid. Got a feeling he'd give me one a little fight. If I beat the piss out of every single one of you while I'm at it, and Vazzy, okay. Out of the four of them, you are certainly the weakest of the four. Is there anybody else that I care about in here? No, but I want to talk to the old couple. Are they here? They are here. Oh, he's not here. He must be at the festival, at the tent by the harbor. My husband is at the, business owner's, BOA's tent today. I think he's worried that some of our junior members, Not that he'd admit it. Utterly hopeless, isn't he? I have to bring him a crap. I have to bring him a nice box lunch later. I'm sure he's engrossed in negotiations, as he always is. Yo, Parla is... If I can find somebody like Parla to spend the rest of my days with, I'll be incredibly lucky. Downtown, well, look at the Harbor District since we're right here. Well, actually, let's go to the downtown district since I'll have to reroute first. Let's go all the way out and then we'll come back. So who's downtown? Vaughn and Roos, the kids. Alright, bring it on. I'll take you down with my special craft. Hehe. Then I'll be the bracer girl. Want to see what I got? Too slow. Come forth. Wheel of time. Oh, they're doing their thing. Oh my gosh, Wheel of time. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know, I think that's really cute. Talk to Ken and the kid cleaning in the corner. What? Where the heck is... You're not, I was gonna say, you must be inside of the building. Is there any way you want to go today, Lima? There. Over there, so the highway then? Oh, poor Lima. Kid cleaning in the corner. There's no kids cleaning in the corner. Kids don't clean. Wonder when we're gonna see, like, Risha in her apartment. You know what I mean? Because she lives here. You got anything important? Oh man, gotta take another piss. Where's the bathroom? Really gotta go. It's... I was gonna say, is it in your apartment? I'm not seeing any bathrooms in these apartments. I guess NPCs just don't have to pee. Kid cleaning in the corner over here, probably. That's him, yeah. Look at what those two gangs started fighting again when I was here. I gotta hurry up and clean this all up again. The area looks pretty, like it got hit pretty bad, rather. Sorry about that. Yeah, our bad. Gotta hurry up and clean all of this. Seeing people fight just makes me sad. I just wish they could make peace. Oh, dang. Oh, poor kid. Alright, I think that is almost everything in the downtown district. We just gotta talk to Vazzy, and we gotta talk to Nine Vali. Then talk to mother and daughter. Okay. Vazzy, I guess, is down in here. What are y'all doing here? Thanks for the spectacular show yesterday. The Bracer duo sure gave us a run for our Mira. Aren't you the slightest bit tired, Vazzy? Huh? Why would I be? Oh, you mean that because of that little race? Ha, that's perfectly normal for me. Yeah, okay. I don't think Vazzy is a part of Ouroboros, but I should not be exactly all that skeptical. Or I guess I should still be skeptical, I think. I think Wazi fits an Ourobor's vibe, not for nothing. That wasn't any more tiring than my usual skirmishes with Vold. They may be delinquents, but there's no denying their stamina. He's making me feel like an old geezer. You guys should relax, son, and take it easy for the day, too. He doesn't look like it, but a boss makes a mean cocktail. Today's recipe is pretty good. Want to give it a try? I would, actually. We are serving a special cocktail to commemorate the anniversary festival. Please, yeah, I would like to. Okay, can I order it from here? Can I not? Just give me the dang cocktail, y'all. Come on, what y'all doing? Hey, isn't that him? That cool-looking pretty boy from yesterday. Look at him, he's drinking a cocktail. He's so dreamy. All right, well, great. All right. Oh. 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 I'm giving you this offer out of kindness of my heart, okay? It is for your own good, Ashley. Accept Ravash's protection. We'll make sure to have your businesses back. How many times have I turned down this offer now? I don't think you're grasping the situation here. I know exactly what you're capable of, so I'd like to settle this without having to take you down. Don't think we'll let you off easy. Ha! Interested, my old friend? Hit me with your best shot, Garcia. My business extends all the way from Crossbell to Eastern Zumuria rather. My routes are too much for some hot-headed petty criminal to handle. Once you got that through your thick skull, you can get over yourself, Mr. Mafia Boss. Woo! Woo! Who do you think you're talking to? Don't get too cocky, you fool. Hey, customer. Yeah, you. Shut up. Alright, I love them both. You and that little brat of yours haven't changed one bit. Well, I've said my piece, thinking over. If you want to keep your little operation in Crossbell up and running, that is. You're in the way, beat it. Ooh. Did you see the other three sweat, but Randy didn't... not a beat of sweat on him. Garcia knows, or at least is familiar with Randy. I need to put that on his thing because I forgot about it. I forgot all about it. Garcia recognized Randy but couldn't put a finger on it. Oh man. There's so much to keep a track of. It sounded like an intense argument. It said talk to mother and then daughter. Yes. Or it just says mother and daughter. Garcia's panicking, I can tell. After all, he came running to me like a little girl when he found out his roots were shutting down. I doubt that was the case. You too close or something? Nah, he's just a long-time customer is all. I made more than a few deals with him before he went and joined Ravash. A few deals with him before he went and joined Ravash. Though these days, he's been acting a little too big for his britches. It's all because he went and joined Ravash like an idiot. Where was he before Ravash? Come on, tell me. Ha! Serves that old Jaeger right. Ain't that pretty ballsy of her to do rather? Girl's giving me the chills. I'm in complete agreement. Are those two always like... Okay. Old Jaeger. Old Jaeger who recognizes Randy. Are those two always like this, like mother and daughter, I guess? So if he's an old Jaeger, I guess that, I don't know if that means that, at the very least, so here's the thing. Do you guys remember when, like, earlier on the corkboard, I said something along the lines of, like, maybe the Jester Corporation attacked the Red Constellation or something like that, and Randy's like the last member of the Red Constellation remaining? Like that, that is a possibility. It is also possible that they are both a part of the Red Constellation, and the Red Constellation is a Jaeger Corp. But you don't get that kind of like skill from a regular Jaeger Corp, so I don't think it's like a regular Jaeger Corp. The Red Constellation has to be something crazy. It's got to be something little wild and crazy, kids. I gotta talk to my boy. Well, if it isn't my boy Roy, I'm surprised you've come. Mei Ling wanted me to come play with her. Do me a solid and keep it a secret from my old man. Haha, sure. I don't think you can blame, though. It is a festival after all. Take the time into yourself to enjoy yourselves. What else is in the harbor district? I'm only here because Mei Ling said she wanted to try all the food festivals this year. So don't get it twisted. I have zero interest in joining the BOA. Why not? Can't you tell Dad to let this go already, Grandpa? Oh, Grandpa? So you're Roy's the grandson of Morris. Roy, yeah, okay, so that's the same. Good. Good to know. Talk to Grace. Where's Grace? Oh, there's Grace. Well, if it isn't my favorite 4, excellent work yesterday. I just added the finishing touches to my heart-pounding article about yesterday's race. Really, Grace? We've got another article on the books, huh? Can't say I didn't see that coming. You betcha. We're featured in it in our extra special issue set to release on the last day of the festival. Last day of the festival really continues to make me sweat. So you keep your little adventures. Keep making for superb stories, rather. So I'll be keeping a close eye on you. She's just building us up just to tear us down, isn't she? That has been the pattern thus far, yes. Actually, no, I feel like she's been okay to us recently because we've improved generally as well. Amisa and Quinn on the pier. Oh, yeah, you two. Come on, Grandpa, let's walk around for a bit. Nope. There's a place I really want to check out. Please, you gotta take me. Nope, but not happening. Stubborn as always. I was really hoping I could get to play with Grandpa. I hate it when he's like this. He's as stubborn as a mule. So I just spend the rest of my days playing it right here on the water. I don't need to go gallivanting off to anywhere else. That sucks. That's awful, dude. Talk to the tourist next to Mithra's Mithra. Is there Pyra here too? Next to Mithra's gelato stand outside of Hiwe for the lulz. For the lulz. What's wrong, Dad? Oh wow, this Mithra is more beautiful than my own wife. Huh. That's crazy. Hey there, welcome to Mithra's Gelato Stand. You won't find tastier gelato in all of Zumeria. We're even the official gelato of the Rumiferian royal family. Wouldn't you like to try some? Yeah, I'll take some powdered snow. Did that say causes burn? Cures burn. Why would I think that this causes burn? It's not like a fire orb from Pokemon. That's crazy. Flame orb, rather. Talk to receptionist Tria in the Crossbow News Service. Oh, wait. Let me save. I'd like to not turn in my stuff. I just want to talk to her. Yes. Hey everyone, I heard about yesterday's event. Sounds like you had it rough, huh? I won't try and pry any details out of you, but given the ecstatic look on Grace's face, I think I understand the situation. Haha, really? Color me impressed. I was bracing myself for the worst when Grace showed up to be the MC. I guess in the end, though, we pretty much handed her a silver scoop on a platter. When we put it like that, rather, it makes me feel used, rather. How irritating. We should have her pay us back somehow. Ha. I'm with you there. Let's treat her to some free, let's have her rather treat us to some free information the next time we see her. Ha 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 ha. This might be the first time I've seen anybody say something like that when it comes to Grace. I think that's perfect, actually. I think most notably, she helped us save the mayor with information, so yeah, whatever we can get for real. Eris, what's up? I managed to pull in more sales than any of the other girls yesterday. I love the anniversary festival. The festival is so massive, I'm gonna rake in so much Mira. Talk to Imelda twice. Hello, girly. Who would have thought that the 4 who stopped the assassination still had time to play downtown? Okay, well, look. Well, of course we do, ma'am. See to it that you don't damage my apartment, lest you face my wrath. Little Agua. You don't have to worry about anything like that, ma'am, I think. Yeah, we probably won't even go back inside of it, probably. We already did. I better not see so much of a scratch on my apartment, dearies, unless, of course, you're looking for a swift and relentless retribution. I think our best course of action is to keep our mouths shut and back away slowly. Okay, well, keep our mouths shut and back away slowly. Lmao. Entertainment District Minor Gantz. Once and Drake twice in the casino. Minor Gantz? Minor... I assume he must be wearing a... Well, I guess maybe he's not wearing a mining hat, you know? Maybe not, I guess. I don't know. Where is he? Oh, they're both in the casino. Oh, how are you two doing, actually? You play too? Ha, try not to get beaten too badly, eh? Amazing, dear, you won again. I should have expected no less, you big stud, you. Oh, wow, he's actually doing pretty good. There's a big difference between losing a game and losing Mira. Even if you lose a bit of money at first, there's always a big win waiting just around the corner. Gambling really has a lot of depth to it. He's right. Here we go. Oh, it's you two! I've been gambling at the casino rather every day with Gantz. All he does is aim for the big jackpot, so he rarely ever wins a game. Don't you think it's a bit delusional to think he'll win back all of his losses with an extraordinary win? Couldn't that damn ball have just gone one reg to the right? Damn it all. I'm just going to have to make all my money back on the slot machines. Alright, and then talk to Drake twice. What's up, Drake? Mr. Drake, how are you? How old are you, rather? Is it true you're ex-mafia? With all due respect, miss, you're drunk. Why don't you head home for the day? Aww. Oh, damn it. I don't have time for this. Care to tag in, Randy? You take care of this yourself. Damn it, why are you sulking all of a sudden? Okay, so ex-mafia. I think that has been mentioned before. I do wonder if those ties are going to cause us issues in the future. Probably not. I like Drake. Residential district. Helmer is in Ellie's house. Ellie's house is... I want to go to the department store today. How about you, Henri? Is there anywhere you would like to go? I want to see all the food stalls in the Harbor District. That sounds like a good idea. Let's hold over that way today, then. Just let me know if you get tired of walking, okay? Cool. I was gonna say, your friends are all out right now. Wish I could take this croissant. That looks delicious. Come down here. There's a cross... Wait, hold on. I met a man from... Okay, never mind. That's... Wait. I don't know what he meant, but I want to have fun there too. What did you say? He said he was going to have fun at the harbor. Ugh, something bad's gonna happen at the harbor, dude. Colin suddenly insisted when they go to the harbor, that poor kid wore himself out. The little rascal never learns, rather. Oh, Colin, I wonder where you heard about. Something feels off. I'm a little worried. The crowd is larger. Interesting. Oh, yeah, you two. I would have loved to walk around town and enjoy the festivities as a family. I'm not going to be selfish, though. We're going to check out the entertainment district today, and my husband told us to let loose, so let loose we shall. Why did I say who's Ellie and where's her house? Ellie's literally in our party. For some reason, I always think Ellie is spelled with two L's, but it is actually E-L-I-E. I apologize for the commotion, Lady Ellie. You always seem to be hard at work today, Helmer. Ha, no, this is nothing special. It is simply this time of the year, the master is too busy attending various events to come home. And given that I'm his butler, I thought to use this opportunity to make the house spotless. This actually has become an annual event ever since my lady went to study abroad. Apologies for having disturbed you with my noise. I tend to take care of the cleaning while the family is away. Alright. Oh, also we gotta talk to the homie here. Okay, I guess the homie here is gone. Fascinating. Oh, there she is. I am currently cleaning the master's room. I should adjust the curtains while I'm at it. Should the sun rays be too powerful, it could cause harm to your body. Yeah, I hate the sun. Truth be told, I'm worried for Master Henry's health. Huh. Well, honestly, that's, I guess, good. I wouldn't say good news, but it's fair news. St. Ursula and the administrative district. And this episode, we can get ourselves a back alley doctor. So we have to go to St. Ursula, which is down south. We have talked to everybody. I would like to, did I already talk to you? Hehe, I've been tasked with inventing this month's new bread creation. It's a huge success thanks to the massive festival crowd, rather. Oscar doesn't stand a chance against me. Good for you. I'm gonna talk to Oscar. How are you doing? Free samples, baked rather, are flying off the tray. I bet we'll break it in even more sales today. He really doesn't consider this a competition. He's just like, I love bacon bread. And he's real for that. I like I like Oscar. He's one of my favorites. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. St. Ursula Medical Hospital. Okay. So, we gotta talk to our homie Shizuki. Well, I actually don't think we have to talk to Shizuki. Cecile is in Shizuki's room, but we're still gonna... Maribel! Ellie, what a what a pleasant surprise! Belle, what are you doing at St. Ursula? Nothing much, I just accompanied my father here, that's all. Mr. Croy? Is he sick? I doubt that's the case. He's doing the usual thing, right? That's right. If you ask the receptionist, I'm sure you'll find out what it is. Also, I'm sure my father would appreciate a visit from you all. And of all times, of course he had to do it when we're swamped with meetings. I suppose this is one of his ventures, few as they are. I guess I'm not against indulging him. He is my father, after all. Hehe. You might complain, but even so, you still accompany him every year. Well, it just so happens that I'm not busy whenever he goes, that's all. Okay. I think I may have been off base about her. I think I might have been off base about her. If it is anybody, I guess it's probably gonna be Dieter. Wherever he is. Chief Ursuline is out working in the hospital, and I'm in the dorms. Can't say this happens often. It's rare that I get to take any time off, so I better soak it in while I can. I'm gonna soak up the sun. You know it's not polite to enter someone's room without their permission. This is an emergency, so you go... Okay, well, fine. What is your name? It doesn't matter what your name is! I can't jump up these boxes. What am I doing? Every time I walk onto that little place, I'm like, yeah, it's time to jump up these boxes real quick. Nobody's here. Nobody... Oh, somebody is here. Nurse Mayfa? I had the day off yesterday because of Sarone and her hijinks, I'm absolutely exhausted. I swear that girl is bad for my heart. You just never know what she's gonna get up to next. Well, crazy as it was, I feel like I was able to let off a good amount of steam, so maybe it wasn't too bad of a day after all. I like their friendship. Fairly a lot, actually. I have no idea where Sarone is right now, but I guess well, I found her. Yesterday, Cecile and the other nurses took over our shifts, so we got the day off. I got to stroll around Crossbell City with Mayfa all day thanks to them. Hehe, it was a complete blast. Yesterday, okay. Certainly, they'll be dating by the end of the next game. We can't go into here. This roof is so big that they managed to put a whole nother building on top of it. That's amazing. If you climb to the top of the research ward, would you be able to see Crossbell City? I would think yes, admittedly. There's some tall buildings in Crossbell. Hey, what's up? What's happening? Oh, I would like to talk to her, not you, not for nothing. I mean, I want to talk to Cecile too, but like, Shizuku's our homie. Did you take the day, the festival? Did you have the first day of the festival off, didn't you, Cecile? How was it? I had a blast. After seeing Arkansas with Lloyd, I went to eat with Ilya and some other friends. I'm glad that you had a good time. What do you think about this, Shizuku? I can't take any more time off this year. Would you like to go to the festival with me next year? We can even go with Lloyd and Arios and everyone else. Doesn't that sound fun? Yes, please. I would love that. Oh, man. Next year? Well, yeah, well, absolutely. We would love to. Man, Shizuku, little homie out here. We gon'... Hey, this game has to go a whole nother year so we can go to the festival with the homie Shizuki. Or Shizuku. This hospital is really huge, but not big enough to contend with the size of my abode. But what? It's the truth. Shut up, Mash. We talked to Maribel twice. We talked to Cecile. We talked to, not Gunter, but we need to talk to Gunter. Talk to the green-haired outpatient near the stairs in the lobby. Mr. Croy and Chief Ursuline are probably in the lobby, so we can probably just go. I would like to talk to him, actually. Entertainment is hard to come by in a lifeless place like this. How utterly dull. Normally, I attend parties every night and have the entertainment district, rather, hostesses look after my every need during the anniversary festival. Well, you suck, so I'm glad that you don't get to do that. The anniversary festival parade is tomorrow. The parade's tomorrow. Wish I could go see it with Shizuku, but I doubt that's going to happen. Maybe next year. Is this kid crushing on Shizuku? Or, you know what? What am I talking about? Shizuku might just be his kid best friend for real. I hope they grow up and are very happy together though. I'm rooting for them. It's like how I feel like, you know, when it's like two parents and it's like, oh my gosh, look at these kids. Our two kids are so cute together. That's what I feel like with Shizuku and kid whose name I keep forgetting. Michael. Alright, Michael, your name's gonna be forever in my brain now until I forget it by the next episode. I don't care about either of you. I do care about you. To be honest, I'd really like to take just one more day off for tomorrow. Whenever there's a parade in the streets after all, I mean, that's when the parade's in the streets after all, rather. You can't say you've truly experienced the anniversary festival without seeing it. I'm jealous of you police officers. You'll be probably able to use work as an excuse to go and watch the parade, right? Yeah, hey, we never abuse our powers like that, but probably. But duty calls. You. Cecile, I believe she went to Shizuku's room. I worry that Shizuku is too self-restrained for her age at times. I imagine losing her mother so young forced her to grow up much too fast. I believe it would do her some good to loosen up and be as full of exuberance and silliness as a little girl should be. Imagine losing her mother so young, forced Shizuku to grow up so fast. Yes. That's good information, though. Shizuku's. What are the odds that Arios McLean killed Guy? I'm trying to think of the most shocking suspects, because that's what this game likes to do when it comes to like, oh my gosh, these people killed X, Y, and Z. Like Kevin killed. Yo, why can't I think of her name at all? I remember what Kevin and I remember Reese, but like I can't remember Reese's sister's name at all. I remember her face, I remember her hair. Her name is not in my brain right now. And I went back and looked at the third, which is kind of crazy, but I guess I didn't look at any scenes where she was in. It'll come back to me, otherwise you guys will tell me and I'll be like, oh, of course it is. Of course that's her name. So you're enjoying the anniversary festival? I know I am. I just found a new fishing hole yesterday, and boy, have I hit a gold mine. I plan to run over there as soon as I can. Aren't you in the middle of work? Huh, yes. But be a friend and keep that from the other doctors, alright? Oh, just for the record, I did finish all the work I had to take care for today, rather, so it doesn't really count as playing hooky. I got duties squared away, and now I've earned some fishing time. You can't argue with that logic, right? If that's how you really feel, why the need to go under everyone's radar? I mean, like, you could easily just have more things pop up, my dude. Green-haired outpatient. I was on the edge of my seat during yesterday's race in the downtown district, so much that I fell flat on my face in excitement, and I wasn't even in the race. That's why I'm here, actually. Wait a second. Does that mean we indirectly landed this guy in the hospital? Well, I'd like to not think about that too hard, Randy. I might have hurt myself during the race, but that's on me for being a total klutz. Important thing is that I had fun, right? Man, it would be awesome if they made that a yearly tradition. Hey, maybe we should come back for it. Mr. Croy? Oh, hello everyone. I certainly wasn't expecting to run into you here of all places. No one was hurt on duty, I hope. Nah, nothing like that. What are you doing, sir? Are you injured? Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. Despite having so much on his plate as the IBC CEO, Uncle Dieter puts his heart into many philanthropic projects throughout Crossbow. One of those being the annual tradition where he gives presents to those hospitalized at St. Ursula. If they can't enjoy the anniversary festival, I'll bring some joy to them and... Y'all, no, okay. I refuse. I refuse to let it be true. Get off of my screen. I refuse. No. If after this he is a member of Ouroboros, man, I'm gonna lose faith. So for right now, I need to believe that he's not. I have to believe. Well, wow. You can call it philanthropy, but there's hardly that much mirror involved, Ellie. It's a simple gift from me to them. I slip out of work to do things like this every now and then. Some may call it self-indulgent, rather, or believe me foolish for taking the time away from my job, but this is an irrevocable part of who I am. Whoa, I didn't think a guy like him could get so fired up. Agreed. For as charming and as unruffled as he has been with us, he certainly has a more serious side to look out for as well. One might call what I'm doing yep. And while it is a hobby, Maribel never fails to indulge me in it. I'm incredibly thankful to her and the others for supporting my little outings. I know we have a tight ship to run at the IBC. I hope I can give back to them in a way that expresses even a fraction of the gratitude I feel. Y'all, I literally almost teared up. If he turns out to be a member of Ouroboros, I may actually cry. I may actually cry, dude. Oh man. Okay, here. Well, who else do we need to talk to here? Let's finish this. Chief Ursuline. She's not in here. She must be in her room. She's in this room. You. Where am I? Oh, that's right. So for today's lecture, we'll be reviewing the inner structure of quartz utilized within medical equipment. Excuse me, miss, we aren't students. I think you're still half asleep. Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry, but outsiders aren't allowed during my lectures. Okay, I love Chief Ursuline. That's my little narcoleptic doctor. We love our doc. Okay, that's everybody we need to talk to. After completing the urgent quest, you can find your helper in the hotel. Oh my gosh. Why am I walking? Yo, can we hitch a ride, girl, actually? No? Okay, fine. Fair enough. Yo, I'm so serious. If Didercroy is a part of Ouroboros, I might have to take a week off from this game. I might come back into this game with like a robe. I might look disheveled. I feel like I'll lose a lot of hope. I guess for the people in this game, if Didercroy is a member of Ouroboros, or even maybe I won't. Because, you know, when I was like, oh, maybe she's, like, his daughter is involved with that, and then he, like, loses faith in justice. I'm gonna be real, I guess there's a world where he could also be, not losing faith in justice, but goes about getting justice the wrong ways, and maybe he's attending some of these parties. Like, we know he's going to some of these parties anyway, but like, maybe he's attending these parties and like, no, he's giving all these gifts to, okay, but like, it really might be an ends justify the means thing, and that's what I'm really afraid of. I am kind of afraid of that. That being said, that's a future me fear, not a current me fear. A current me fear needs to actually open my detective notebook and see what we need to do. I need to turn this in. That's a future me problem. We need to go to the precinct. As we go to the precinct, we can talk to Fran. Officer Franz is working in, it's working security at City Hall. Enter the area next to him. I can go in. Could I ask those of you participating in the symposium to be patient for just a little while longer? I will lead you to your seats once the venue is... Forget that. Hi guys, how are you doing? Today's symposium will feature Mayor McDowell as well as foreign dignitaries. We got quite a special lineup. Oh, I can actually walk in here? Oh, it's not done. What is this place, Ellie? Crossbell State, bunch of flowers. It's a reception hall. They use it for all kinds of diplomatic meetings. It would appear as if this is being used for some sort of symposium sponsored by Grandfather today. Oh, is that? It's Arios McLean and the 1st Division. I understand the plan. I look forward to working with you to secure the area. Understood. The 1st Division is normally more sufficient for security. I hope you don't hold this against me. You can't blame them for increasing security though, given the number of foreign dignitaries in attendance and the fact that it took the SSS to protect the mayor last time. If you guys were still doing your shtick, he would be dead. I'm sure the guild's help was requested to provide extra assurance for their safety. Spare me the explanation. I'm widely aware of the circumstances. See to it that you won't cause any blunders, Sir Divine Blade. Understood. Yeesh, I wouldn't want to get dragged into that little catfight. What do you mean catfight? It's Dudley being catty and Arios McLean being that dude. Agreed, it's rare to see these two together, probably because they're like oil and water. The two of them appear to be working together to guard the symposium. We probably should let them shouldn't get in their way rather. Let's get them, well, I don't know. The last time, I still can't go in here. I assume eventually I will be. But today's not the day. Fran, how you doing, girl? Hey guys, good work yesterday. Sounds like you played a big part alongside the bracers in dealing with the delinquents. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a big... What do you mean a big part? We were number 1. To be honest, I feel like we might not have taken things quite as seriously as police officers should. Yeah, you might have a point. Either way, I'm pretty sore rather from all that running around. Serves you right. You were so proud of us yesterday. That's crazy. Seriously though, guys, good job. Rebecca and I have been busy as heck too. Not only do we have that symposium going on today, but we are also getting flooded with questions about tomorrow's parade. Oh boy, tomorrow's gonna be a trouble. Yeah, probably an understatement. Do you have anything new for me? Nope. Okay, goodbye. I think I turned some in yesterday too. So, not yesterday, last episode, which was not yesterday at all. No business. Likes no business. What am I doing? Where am I going? I guess we're going in here. Oh yeah, Donovan is the requester. Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're to talk about that support request you submitted. Are you free right now? Yes, thanks for coming, everyone. Yeah, we really appreciate the help. So what exactly does this entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. Yeah, let's have a quick meeting to go over the details right now. Have a seat, guys. Roger. Something's telling me that we've got some legit police work ahead of us. Maybe not. Now then, about the reason we've called you in today. We want the SSS to help expose a counterfeit dealer. Oh, this is real police work. Who should be on their way to Crossville as we speak. A counterfeit dealer, what? Counterfeit dealers are a variety of scammer who put fake logos of famous brand name goods on inferior products to trick customers. They can potentially deal in any type of product, but tend to favor high-end luxury goods such as clothing or ornaments. Selling counterfeit qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossville state law. She really had all that memorized? Because yeah, that's the gist of it. Every year, a load of counterfeit dealers try their hand in Crossville posing as tourists. High-class watchers from the Vern Company, vintage Strega products. High-class watches, rather, from the Vern Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers has earned these crooks a whole lot of mira. And just the thought of them preying on innocent people just to make a quick buck really ticks me off. Let me get this straight. You want us to help take these guys down? Exactly. It hurts me to say this, but we get countless police reports filed by victims every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living too. That's fair. We'll need to track down and crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in the CPD. You're right, I understand the situation. If you truly think the SSS is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent, I'm in your debt. Okay, the whole CPD is in our debt, by the way. Okay, so what would you like for us to do? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I thought Raymond was talking. We've narrowed down their point of entry to 3 spots: Crossville Station, the airport, which we finally get to go to actually, and Tangram Gate. We've got the station and the airport covered, never mind, so I guess we're going to Tangram Gate. The 2nd Division is short-staffed, so we can't afford to send people anywhere outside the city. And that aside, I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with Deputy Commander Bales, right? Since that case falls under the Border Patrol measures, coordinating with her unit will be key. That's why I think you guys would be a good choice. It's as you say, I wouldn't be surprised if she were more willing to cooperate with us and other CPD officers. What do you think the odds are that we'll be able to finish the job without having to see her? Okay, looks like we've got everything in order. We'll start by covering the airport and the station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Understood. We'll depart for Tangram Gate immediately. Thanks, we're counting on you. See you later, guys. Okay, let's go to Tangram Gate now. We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Bales and request for cooperation. Alright, sounds like a plan. This way. Tangram Gate is... It's west, right? Ooh, is it west? It might be east. Ooh, okay, let me think about layouts. Cause we go more east. Or I guess, no, we go more west to talk to her. So I think it is west. We can also just look. I'm completely wrong. It is east. Glad we looked, huh? Is it? It doesn't feel like it's east, you know? Let me go to East Street. It's a lot of confetti falling. Which I think is also a big time rush song. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. I was right. We do walk this way to go talk to her. But for some reason, I guess I flip-flopped the orientations of the buildings. Excuse us, ma'am. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major, rather. Nice to see you. Hello, you four. Given that you came to me directly, I assume that something's happened. Yes, actually, there's something we'd like to discuss with you, if you don't mind. Counterfeits. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on Tangram Gate's cooperation. Thank you, Deputy Commander. Hold up, you guys can afford to spare the manpower? Don't all the border gates get all crazy during the anniversary festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, the border security is the responsibility of the CGF guardsmen who are stationed at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think it's our duty to be involved with this little issue of yours. Well put, Seeker. There's no need for the SSS to have any reservations on our behalf. That said, we're currently on short hands, so the amount of aid we can provide is limited. Any assistance you can provide is welcome. I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have the opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to the police intel, the counterfeit dealer should be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. Noon. Now that you mention it, I believe there is a bus, from Calvard scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, your dealer should be on board. Wow. You know, there's a brief window of time where the passengers from the Calvard bus have to wait for the domestic Crossbell bus line to arrive. Usually people waiting for their connecting bus head over to the mess hall for a rest or a quick meal. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan then. First, Sergeant Major will come up with some excuse to escort the passengers into the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not causing any ruckus, and try and find our counterfeit dealer. If you've ever wanted to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, now's the time. Leave it all to me. We may have a small window of time, but it should be enough to screen most of the passengers. I'm curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. I'm starting to feel anxious. You have a little time until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I have beds prepared if you need it. Take a little R&R. We'll take you up on that, officer. Very well. I'll have someone call for you when the bus arrives. Until then, use your free time to rest. Yes, ma'am. There's the bus. Uh-huh. Welcome to Crossbell State, sir. I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey here. Fortunately, it won't be long until the bus to Crossbell City arrives. If you'd like, feel free to rest up in the mess hall while you wait. I think I'll take you up on that. Okay. So, that might be our merchant, I suppose. Is that all of them? Yes, it should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. Noel pulled the passenger list out and handed it to Lloyd. I appreciate it, Sergeant Major. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers in total. We're positive that all of them came from the Republic. Are you sure you're allowed to show this list to people outside of the CGF? In a way, this is tantamount to disclosure of personal information. Deputy Commander Bales already authorized me to give you any information that may assist you in your investigation. And given that no names or addresses are listed, we're not leaking any sensitive details anyway, so she said rather. There's quick and adaptive judgment to come from your deputy commander. Damn, she is scary smart, man. Alright, thanks for that, Major Seeker. So we got our list. It's no problem. Did anything stand out to you? We're definitely going to need to take a look for ourselves before we draw conclusions. That sounds like Lloyd has already sussed out our imposter. Well, we should strike while the iron's hot. There's no time, there's not much time until the bus arrives. We should interview the passengers and try and flush out the counterfeit dealer quickly. Agreed, let's move out. It's go time. Roger. I believe in you, everyone. Well, I believe in Joe Hendry. Alright, we're gonna save real quick. There are 9, count them, 9 people. Wahaha. Oh, I can't wait until the bus arrives to take me to the land of opportunity. I heard that Crossbell is the ideal place to do business. Miro awaits. Excuse me, sir, you're some kind of merchant, right? Exactly, I deal in rare Calvardian novelties. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come expand my wares with Crossbellin's goods to sell back in Calvard. You run business by yourself? Is that not difficult? Despite how things sound, I have quite the wide array of personal connections. All the contacts I've made across Zamaria have given me a huge leg up rather in business deals, far more than I ever could have expected. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to show you my wares. Rare knickknacks and doodads, Calvardians. I would like to see his wares, but I guess not. Dude, check her out. Two things. One, she has a face sprite. Okay, whatever. You weren't riding on the bus, were you? What? Oh, well, we just got here so late, we decided to spend the night rather. Hopefully that'll fly for now. Is that so? Well, I suppose that's a sound reason as any. Enlighten me, madame, but what exactly are you doing here in Crossbow? I suppose you could say I'm searching for a jewel. Okay. What kind of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one that can enchant people and rest within this very state. And if I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. Though I may have to stoop to whatever means necessary in order to see it through. Why is she being so cryptic? I wouldn't think too hard about it. Black-haired woman. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I have a feeling we'll be seeing her again because she has a face sprite, everyone. She has become important. Morning, are you heading to Crossbow City too? Yeah, something like that. Would you two happen to be on some sort of rather couples retreat? Ha, is that what it looks like to you? Oh, are you not together then? Aha, if we had a mirror for every time we were asked that. Congrats to what you think, contrary to what you think rather, we're siblings, not a couple. Since we barely look alike, people are always getting the wrong impression. We both love to travel, so we all go on all kinds of trips together. It's just our thing. Wow, sounds like you two are really close. Well, I feel bad if she went places by herself, seeing that she doesn't have a boyfriend. Ha, aren't you hilarious? I'm not the one that's mom's always nagging to find that special someone. Ah, well, I guess she got me there. Anyway, you guys have a good time during the anniversary festival, alright? And I know we will. How many times have we been taking for a couple now on this trip? Oh well, here's hoping we make all sorts of wonderful memories at the anniversary festival. We're siblings, but we don't really look alike. It leads to some false assumptions, sure, but we love to travel too much, so we try not to let that stop us from going on trips together. Fair enough, old lady. Oh my, what a handsome young man, you dang right. You remind me of my grandson. In fact, such an air of intelligence far beyond your years, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Are you from Crossbow? Oh, no, I'm from Calvard, dear. You see, my family lives in Crossbow City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. If you can believe it, I've been there almost 3 years. It's been almost 3 years, rather, since I last stepped foot in Crossbow. That's 3 years too long. You sure seem happy, ma'am. Oh ho ho, how could I not? After all, it's been so long since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. Feels like only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. I can't wait to see how big he's gotten over the years, my dear grandson, all grown up. Wonder who her grandson is. I assume we're gonna find out shortly. Hey, you four, don't you think that lady's up to something? Huh? Lady? Which one? The black-haired one sitting over on the side wearing the pantsuit. I saw her with the rest of the passengers, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, she's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. I just get the feeling she's not your average lady. Well, it's certainly true that she's not dressed like a typical tourist and doesn't speak like one either. That aside, did you come to Crossbell to sightsee or personal reasons? I guess I'd say I'm returning home. I've been vacationing rather in Calvard, but I made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting your time with me? If you're boarding the bus too, you should really keep an eye on the lady with the black hair. Now, she's suspicious. Alright, well, I feel like you're suspicious now that you've called someone else out for being suspicious. I think oh, they're probably resting in this room. Hey, what's up, kid? Crossbell has really been scenic so far, and the air here is super clean. My dad's been to so many countries on his business trip that he never runs out of cool stories to talk about. You got any cool stories for me? You know, traveling by bus has a unique charm to it. Cruising along the open roads, my boy seems to have a blast too. Oh, are you on a family vacation? Yes, I suppose that's a good way to put it. My son has always supported me through thick and thin, so I wanted to show him my love and appreciation for him. It's the trip, rather. You sound like quite the caring father, sir. Come on now, I'm going to blush. Since I'm constantly having to go on business trips, I have to take advantage of times like these to show off my fatherly love. That's all there is to it, wahaha. Okay, so I don't think that they are the counterfeiters. Since I'm constantly having to go on business trips, I have to take advantage of times like these to show my fatherly love, wahaha. And you? What do you want? This guy looks like an oddball. Pardon me, sir, might we ask why you're coming to Crossbell? What's it to ya? Just curious, sir. Hey, what's the hostility, old man? Got some secret you're hiding? Don't want anyone to let you know that guilty conscience of yours? The hell are you accusing me of, huh? Whoa, Randy. Hey now, no need to get angry, I'm on your wavelength. Crossbell's swarming with all sorts of cuties. Not to mention, it's full of little places that you can take them to. Gotta say, I like your style, man. Want me to tell you about some of my favorite spots? Such shamelessness, huh? Fishing, okay? I came here to fish, that's so funny. Fish, you say? I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I just came here to fish for some freshwater. For some freshwater species. Alone, huh? Something wrong with that, punk? Nah, I'm cool with that. Sorry for teasing you, old man. That's one way to get someone to talk. Crude but unusually effective, huh? Came to fish, huh? No more, no less. How about you go bug someone else? Alright, so we're walking out here. Do you have anything to say? Sure, a lot of people coming through here today. Attention passengers, the bus bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. For those boarding, please head towards Tangram Gates parking lot. The bus is here, let's get going. Yes, let's. Oh ho ho, my time to reunite with my grandson has finally arrived. How'd it go? My assessment is that we do not have enough information to fully determine who the dealer is. All these guys struck me as regular people coming to enjoy the festival. Is there really a criminal hiding in that group? I find it hard to believe. You're being awfully quiet, Leloy. Did you notice something? Sort of. There was one person who said something a bit strange. Seriously? What the hell was it? It's still just a hunch, Randy, but right now we need to board that bus so we can put all of the pieces together on this. We should be on our way then. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up and we will not be able to track them down. Good point. Let's hurry to the bus stop. The bus is in the parking lot, everyone. I wish I could be of more help, but I've done all I can. I'll be praying for your success. Thanks, Sergeant Major. We'll get it done. Who said something suspicious or out of pocket? Freshwater species. Now she seems suspicious. I mean, I guess I gotta look at the log. A bit strange. That person just came to fish. I'm going to blush. Constantly having to go on business trips, show my fatherly love. I don't think it's the father-son duo. I guess I'd say that I'm returning home. The black-haired one on the... Oh! Why is this lady assuming that we're officers, I guess? It's like she's too calm. She's not your average everyday lady. I guess you could say I'm returning home. I've been vacationing in Calvar, but I made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting time with me? If you're boarding the bus too, you should keep an eye on that lady with the black hair. Now she's suspicious. Where'd the bus go? Just to the gate, everyone. Wish I could be of more help. Okay. Well, not that way. Are you folks heading back too? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, well, the passengers are all already on board. Hurry up and get in. Like I said earlier, I plan to uncover the identity of the counterfeit dealer on the bus ride. Let's think things through and figure it out before we reach Crossbow City. Gotcha. We're in a race against time. No time to waste then, shall we? Alright, leave it all to Lloyd. I mean, I still think it's the green-haired girl. I think she has green hair. Yeah, her. First off, we should sort through all the information we have on the counterfeit ring. The group of counterfeit dealers is split up and entered Crossbell via the train station, the airport, and Tangram Gate. Train station, airport, Tangram Gate. At least according to the report by Donovan. Yes, that's right. If the report is accurate, our culprit should be one of the passengers on this bus. With that information, we can deduce one infallible truth. The counterfeit dealer who boarded the bus is... Okay, well, what do they want here is the real question. Because, like, they are working with a partner, but they are... So if it's a ring, then I guess the real thing is we're doing process of elimination. They are on this bus alone. So it's not the... Okay, I understand. Working independently is what they want. I hope. Working independently. From what we can conclude, From that, rather, we can conclude this is likely the ring's leader. Whoa, seriously? And their leader would be working solo with no backup, rather? It's possible, but what's your reasoning behind that? It's relatively simple. For them to sell merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods in a crossbow, right? Naturally, it would seem odd for them to be using the bus to travel to Tangram Gate, rather. Yes, now that you mention it, if I were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbow via the train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the train station and airport do not require strict security screenings from people from the Republic or from the Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is a tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to underlings is the name of the game, rather. Oh. And by process of elimination, our culprit has already ordered his goons to smuggle through the train station and the airport. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly into the crossbow, rather. Is that what you're kind of getting at, Lloyd? Couldn't have summed it up better. It's circumstantial evidence, but it does hold some weight. When we apply that logic to the case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out, so the siblings and the father or son are clear. Exactly, but there's something else. When I questioned the passengers, one of them said something fishy. That person is most likely the leader of this counterfeit ring. Something fishy, eh? Something fishy, eh? There are 5 remaining suspects. The eccentric old man who claims he came to Crossbell to fish. There are freshwater areas in Crossbow, so I don't think that's crazy. The kind old lady who claims she came to Crossbow to see her grandchild for the first time in 3 years. The dark-haired woman shrouded in mystery. I actually don't think it's her. And the young girl who seemed to distrust the dark-haired woman. Are they going to narrow it down any for me? And I think I still have all of their stuff, right? I don't think it's old man. It's not father and son. I think it's weird that she thought that we were, like, investigating. But I guess she saw us, like, going around to people, maybe. I don't think that's... I think she's my #1 suspect right now. The black-haired one sitting over there in the pantsuit. Yeah, okay, that's still her. The old lady... I don't even remember what the old lady said, not for nothing. With a handsome young man, you remind me of my grandson, in fact, such an air of intelligence far beyond your years. I'm from Calvard. You see, my son lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. If you can believe it, I haven't been in 3 years. That's 3 years too long. After all, it's been so long since I've seen my precious grandson. Feels like it was only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. I can't wait to get over... I can't wait to see how big he's gotten over the years, my dear grandson, all grown up. Sometimes I can't help but remember the time we went to Michelin Wonderland when he was just a little tyke. And what did the black-haired lady say? So it's not the brother-sister. Man, hold on, y'all. So, I mean, certainly we're gonna see her again, but I mean, there's also a world where she's Ouroboros. But if she's not... Anywho. You were on the bus, weren't you? Hee, is that so? I suppose I'm searching for a jewel. Well, I don't think it's her. So, it's either green-haired girl or... I guess it could be old lady? So, I think it's either green-haired girl, because green-haired girl was like, oh, you guys are investigating and trying to pass blame, but... Like, I could see her being suspicious of the other person. Old lady, I don't think is saying anything inherently suspicious. So her second dialogue, the one thing that so, it's really about people who talk too much. An old lady talks a whole lot. She gives a specific amount of years, and I think there could be a world where... I don't remember when Michelin Wonderland was made. I think there's a world where Michelin Wonderland was not here 3 years ago. But... Wait, no, I think that's true. Because I don't think... Lloyd's never been, and it was not here when he was there, and he's only been out of Crossbell for... Oh, no. Has he been out of Crossbell for 2 years? Or is it 3 years? Because if it's 3 years, then this still checks out, and maybe they went during the... I don't know. We'll see what's up. Oh, and the merchant. Oh, dang, hold on. Wait, I forgot all about him. It could have been him. Do not auto. I need to go back. I need to go all the way up. Goodness gracious. Alright, here we go. Merchant. Man, that's on me. I forgot all about the merchant. I do hear that Crossville is the ideal place to do business. Mira awaits. Exactly right. Ideal in Calvardian novelties. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come expand my wares with Crossbellin's goods to sell back in Calvard. So here's the thing. If he was willing to show us his wares... Despite how things sound, I have quite a wide array of personal connections. I guess it could be him too. All of the contacts I've made across Zumeri have given me a huge leg up in the... Okay, let me see what else they give me. Is one of them really the culprit? Yeah, I think I've got them pinned down. Among the suspects, the leader of the confident... Oh... Screw me. Can I still go back? I can't look at the dialogue anymore. Okay, well, let's keep it a buck. We have, first of all, right now we have a 1 in 5 chance. It's not fishing, man, because I trust a fisher. He didn't say anything crazy. I know that there's freshwater places in, this place. Elderly woman, I'm not gonna count her out because I think there is a world where 3 years ago Michelin Wonderland wasn't there. That's my one thing with her. Dark-haired woman, I'm gonna clear her. Young woman, I find suspicious too, but only because she tried to hard pivot us to the dark-haired young woman. But she didn't, I guess, say anything particularly. And I don't think it's the merchant. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's either young woman or elderly woman. I'm gonna keep it real with you. As much as I am leaning... I'm leaning towards young woman. But at the same time, I'm also leaning towards elderly woman. But I feel like there's stuff that I was gonna say, can I... How long was Lloyd out of cross? I can't look anything up, man. My one thing is, like, if I have, like, a little question about the game, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, it would be great if I could just, like, look up, hey, how long was Lloyd at a crossbow? And it'll, like, what if the game... my biggest worry is that if I look anything up about this game, it's gonna say, like, yeah, Lloyd was out of crossbow, for 2 years, and when he came back, he did great things and joined Ouroboros, and now he's, like, the new headmaster. That's what I'm afraid, like, Google is gonna do to me, or, like, a Wikipedia page for a game like this would do to me. So I fear that. That is what I fear. So I generally never look anything up about these games at all. Outside of, let me get a picture for making this and making the thumbnail. So, dude... So here's my other thing. It's less of a, how would you know that we're investigating? I guess you could see us asking questions to other people. And then maybe, do we have our badges on or something? Because we don't look like regular officers. I'm gonna go with the elderly woman. And I'm solely going on the fact that she said a lot. She gave me specific numbers, and nobody else gave me specific numbers. And I feel like specific numbers is the only thing in any of these dialogues that we saw that it could prove, without a shadow of a doubt, to have had a, like, an effect on something. So, I don't know for certain. I could just be BSing. It could be like, oh my gosh. Well, no, the more I think about it, the more I think it has to be the elderly woman, because literally nobody else has given me any information that could be contradicted. She is the only one who's provided me with a statement that could directly contradict itself. Everybody else has just been like, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z, I'm fishing, I'm selling goods, I'm suspicious of somebody, well, I mean, what she said is also suspicious, but, like, also, I think she's just looking for a jewel, and she's a bad jank. Tentatively, because I don't, I do not know the age of this dark-haired woman. But I digress. I'm gonna go with elderly woman just because that's what feels correct at this juncture. The elderly woman. You positive? Oh, no, dude. Don't do this to me. Is there a world where it's anybody else? Wait. Awesome. Okay, so I can get my stuff back. Oh, that's what I wanted. Oh, thank goodness. Old man, I know it's not him. Shamelessness, I came to fish. I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I just came to fish for some of your freshwater species alone. So, one of my things is, he's coming a little late. Maybe he's not from the Fisherman's Guild, but it kind of sounds like he is, you know? I feel like he would have been here earlier. And that's, like, something else that throws me off a little bit. But, like, maybe he just couldn't make it yet, you know? I think that's shaky. Like, everything else here, I think there's things that I could say that could be like, oh, yeah, that's kind of shaky. Like, I've been vacationing in Calvard. I made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. But why are you wasting your time with me? If you're boarding the bus, you should really keep an eye on that lady with the black hair. Now she's suspicious. She hasn't said anything that, like, I could directly... It's gotta be the old woman. Please pull yourself together. Sorry, let me think through it one more time. I think I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. Yeah, given the evidence, it wouldn't make sense for the counterfeit dealer to be anyone else. I guess that's true. Okay. The bus will arrive at Crossbell's east exit momentarily. When disembarking, please remember to take all of your personal belongings with you. We will arrive shortly. It's now or never. Once we arrive, we'll hurry and apprehend the suspect. Everyone get ready. Don't have to tell me twice. Remember, Lloyd, it's up to you to get the suspect to drop their cover. You up to the challenge? Of course, leave it to me. Oh, I should have saved. I couldn't have saved. Uh-oh. Could you please wait a moment? Her being in the back does feel nice. Oh, if it isn't those fine yokai folk, rather I met at the border. What might you dearies need with a little old lady like myself? We apologize for not having told you this sooner, but we're with the Crossbow Police, the Special Support Section. We'd like you to answer a few quick questions for us, ma'am. Huh? Excuse me, Sonny? Are you implying something? What am I guilty of? No matter the situation, isn't it rude to bother a frail old lady like myself? I understand your reservation, but the CPD has received some interesting information today. A certain group of criminals are supposedly trying to infiltrate Crossbow. We've been tasked with investigating Tangram Gate, so we've covertly questioned any inbound tourists there. One of them stood out due to a particularly strange remark. That remark came from you, ma'am. What's that supposed to mean, son? One of your statements in the dining hall struck me as incredibly suspicious. I believe you claimed I knew it was something about 3 years. I knew it was something about 3 years, dude. I believe you claimed that it's been about 3 years since you last came to Crossbell. And what's so strange about that? The area in Calvard I'm from isn't very close to Crossbell. There's nothing weird about me visiting infrequently, rather. I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. The problem is what followed. You said that you went to the theme park with your grandson during your last visit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I see the issue. You sly dog, you. Your fate has already been sealed, ma'am. That's crazy. They're ganging up and I was like, I see the problem. You cooked. Yo, that's what. I'm not following. It's quite simple, really. If you really had visited Crossbell 3 years ago like you claim, you would have had trouble visiting Michelin Wonderland considering it didn't even exist at the time. What? This can't be! I mean, you see, the thing is... Oh yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Silly old me must have read about it somewhere and got myself confused. You know how it is with the elderly folk, right? Oh, it was a misunderstanding, no problem. Do you mind if we give your grandson's family a quick call to corroborate your story? I'm sure they'd be quick to defend you if the police suspected you, right? Then again, that's not even an option. You can't call someone who isn't real. Got him. It's pretty funny when you think about it. You went to visit a non-existent water park with a non-existent grandson. Type of mistake that only would have been possible for someone who visits Crossbow, who has visited Crossbow rather, in the last 2 years. Frequently coming here to run your crooked business is exactly what allowed for the contradiction in your statement. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you seriously think a kind, elderly lady like myself would be heinous enough to pawn off counterfeit goods on unsuspecting people? I do believe you just put the nail in the coffin, ma'am. Yeah, I was gonna say, this entire time, not a single soul has mentioned counterfeit goods. And I knew exactly that's what they were doing. I knew exactly that's what they were doing. Oh man, to run your crooked business. So, he didn't mention counterfeit at all, and I was seeing that immediately. I was like, okay. That's how you get the nail in the coffin. Not once during this exchange did we specify the crime in question. I was like, that's the oldest trick in the book. Oh, crap. Way to fall for one of the oldest. Yeah, I was gonna say the oldest tricks in the book. You old bat. It's time for you to face the music. Hoo-ha. I think you have perfectly logical explanation. I'm sure you have a perfectly logical explanation as to why you have access to sensitive information. We will be more than happy to listen to you in our interrogation room. So that's that, right? I'll give you one last chance, ma'am. Please turn yourself in peacefully, or else. Who'd go along with a bunch of idiot whippersnappers? What? Eek. She's gone off her rocker. Her true nature has finally been revealed. You're all just a bunch of cowards trying to deceive a helpless old lady like myself. I'm sure the goddess will smite you all if you don't correct your nasty behavior. It is honestly laughable that you can utter such nonsense without a hint of irony. Are you not guilty of deceiving others with your unscrupulous business? Shut up, you damn munchkin. Munchkin? I hate you. I hate you all. This is exactly why police and bracers are utter trash. I bet you think you're so righteous, maybe you morons should get off your freaking high horses. Calm down, ma'am. If you could just come with us quietly. Zip it, punk. Got cotton in your ears. I said I'm not coming with you. Don't make me repeat myself. No, don't make me repeat myself. If you think you can catch me so easily, then why don't you go ahead and try? Seriously, how can an old lady move so quickly? Where the hell did all that nicest grandma ever meet charade disappear off to? Munchkin. Teal! Is this really the time for this, you guys? We need to hurry up and chase after her or she might actually escape. True, let's go after her. Well, I mean, now we know what she looks like. Don't underestimate you freaking bastard. Just wait and see. I got these freaking legs of mine. Like hell, you'll catch me. lmao! Yeah, baby. Ah. Oh dear, I must have accidentally stuck my leg out while I wasn't looking. Are you still breathing, ma'am? You bitch. Who the hell do you think you are? I see despite your age, you have energy to spare. Crap, considering how fast she was running, she probably... Look over there, Lloyd! Huh? Well, what is she doing on the ground all of a sudden? Hey, check it out. That hot black-haired lady is here, too. Well, wait a second, did you do this? We can talk later. I suggest you restrain her while you still have the chance. This woman seems to have some serious pep in her step, so I'm sure she'll be coming to in no time at all. Damn you. Good call, ma'am. Do you mind helping me out, Ellie? Not at all. I apologize, but could you accompany us for the time being? Especially since it would seem that you played a significant role in this arrest. Very well. I wasn't intending on standing out, but perhaps it is simply fate. Rest easy, ma'am. It would be my absolute pleasure to escort such a fine lady as yourself. Randy, please. He does not have an off switch. Could I ask you for your name, then? Like I'd give my name to a scrawny brat like you. Scrawny? Listen here, Granny, do you have any idea of the position you're in? You're aware that we've already arrested all your friends, right? So canon and start cooperating already. Shut your yap, you little shit. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? You're talking to a lady, yeah. You don't know, don't you know it's common courtesy to serve her a cup of tea or something? Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure, I'll bring it later. Raymond, is he gonna be alright handling her by himself? She's a tough nut, that's for sure, but don't worry, he'll be fine. Besides, this is a secure facility. She won't be getting out of there anytime soon. I don't know, somehow I could see her brute forcing her way out of anything. I agree. By the way, who's the beautiful young lady? Y'all are all tripping, but correct. You know, now that I mentioned it, I never asked your name. Excuse me, ma'am, we're going to need your name and occupation, please, for police business, of course. You know, I thought from Calvard, black-haired, beautiful. I thought to myself, is there a world where it's Kilika? Well, I know she's not up to no good. I'm a Calvardian entertainment producer. Is this a different Kilika? No, she's just lying. I came to Crossbow, well, let's say it's by chance. Kilika, eh? Gotta say, I dig it, eh? So do I, my dude. And you're a producer too, to boot. You always look the part, and I mean that in the best. You definitely look the part, rather. I mean that in the best of ways. She helped us apprehend the suspect, rather, Inspector Donovan. Is that right? Excuse our poor manners, ma'am. The CPD thanks you for your invaluable cooperation. If you like, I'm sure you can scrounge up a reward for you. Can't guarantee it'll be much, though. Please, it's quite alright. I didn't do anything much. It's certainly not enough to warrant a reward. Well, if you're sure, if I'm being honest, it's a relief to hear you say that. Please remain professional, Inspector. Actually, I've been wondering, how did the stakeouts at the train station and the airport go? Oh, luckily the other dealers were caught and arrested. On top of that, we were able to counterfeit all the confiscate all the counterfeit, not counterfeit all the counterfeits. Like, we doubled up and now we're selling them. If it all goes according to plan, they'll be out of business for the rest of the year. Rest of the year? Are you saying they'll all be getting off with minor charges only? It's looking like it's going to be a stern warning and an entry ban prohibiting them from entering Crossbow for 1 month. They're not even getting detained? So what you're really saying is, our work didn't amount to jack. Tio said it once before, according to state law, it's only a minor criminal offense. And since they're foreigners, we can't do much. Trust me, I understand how disheartening it can be, but this is as much as we can do. Now, don't be discouraged. You four did fine work today, especially considering the fact that they'll all be out of commission for the festival. Chief, please help me. Well, whoops, looks like Raymond needs saving. Anyway, good work. I'll be counting on you if anything comes up, rather. Thank you, Inspector. You can give us a call anytime. Poor Raymond. Crossbow's authority really is as weak as the rumors say. Well, I suppose I cannot be surprised about that. What do you mean? Laws exist to protect the well-being of those who live under them, and yet, Crossbow's laws seem to be designed for the sole purpose of keeping it obedient to Erebonia and Calvard. I imagine that's something you've run up against on more than one occasion, yes? I imagine it must be extremely frustrating. Even so, I think you can all hold your heads up high, rather. Fighting against an unjust status quo is admirable. Though I suppose it's none of my business as a Calvardian, rather. Hey, yo, stop it. Regardless, I'd advise you not to give up. I'm sure your efforts will pay off one day. Kilka! Oh, so now that that's all settled, what's your plan? I reserved a room for myself in one of the Entertainment District hotels. I plan on staying there during my visit. We'd be more than happy to show you the way if you'd like. I appreciate the gesture, but don't worry, I'm well acquainted with the city. You said the Entertainment District? Does that perhaps have something to do with your motive behind your visit? Motive is crazy. You are a sharp one, aren't you? That's right, I've come to see Ark and CL. If possible, I was hoping to get them to agree to perform in the Republic, a tour perhaps. You're looking to book them? Is this Arkilica? Zen studied... I don't know if that's Arkilica's last name, unless he's using a fake last name. Like, this Kilika does look like Arkilica. They're both very attractive. We'll keep going. Ark and CL is an enchanted septium vein lying dormant in Crossbow City. They have charisma to capture Calvard, and with their magical shows, rather, can they create a vortex of enthusiasm for the theater here? Or the theater there, rather. Determining that is my main job here in Crossbow. Interesting. Let me also peek around here, because I need to bring this comment back up. Because there is a back alley doctor. Oh, there's a back alley doctor. It looks like after the next day, after meeting with a couple of people. 2 people will leave the party before doing anything else. Go to the cafe on Central Square to talk to Chief Roberts. Interesting that... Okay, interesting. We'll continue. So, when talking about a jewel at Tangram Gate, she was talking about Ark and CL. You're an interesting bunch. Still diamonds in the rough to be sure, but there's definitely something pure and true inside of you. And you're professionals as well. Deducing who the culprit was like that wasn't something that comes to people easily. Let's both do our best from here on out, okay? Yeah. Thank you for your assistance again, Kilika. If there's anything else you need while we're here, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd love an opportunity to return the favor. If the opportunity arises, I'll be sure to do so. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. Is that our Kilika? It certainly must be our Kilika. That's our Kilika. This request was more than I was expecting. You're telling me. But hey, it's all thanks to that I was able to meet one fine lady. Man, I've seen my share of beautiful girls. I've seen my share of beautiful girls. Out on the east, but damn, Kilika is on another level. You are incorrigible. Well, at least he didn't say it in front of her, I guess. Is everyone ready to get going? Alright, well, we did it. Big old W for us. So she is in Hotel Millennium in her room. That's gonna be the last thing I do for this session. A call? Hopefully not another emergency. Lloyd Banning speaking. Oh my gosh, it's what's his face. Wasn't sure if this was the right number. Okay. Oh, who is this? What, you can't tell by my voice? Some detective you are. It's Jonah, dummy. Jonah Sacred, you know, the amazing genius hacker. Oh, right. Wait, hold on a second. How'd you find this number? Pretty easily, all I had to do was do a quick run of the police database. Man, the security was a joke. It's like fresh water running through a freaking strainer. Don't worry though, it's not like there was anything top secret in there anyway. How is this still not illegal? Who is it, Lloyd? It's that hacker kid. Him again. Always a troublemaker. Okay, what do you want? Sure you didn't just call to me to brag about your skills, right? Yeah, I was getting to it. I was actually wondering if you guys could submit, if I could submit a request to you guys. Seriously? Well, not you in particular, I need Tio's help with something. Could you pass the message on? We're really busy, Jonah. This is some private matter, we can't deal with it right now. Well, private wouldn't be entirely inaccurate, but there's a big reward in it for you, what do you say? Jonah, we aren't bracers. In other words, we don't intend on accepting any direct compensation. Oh wow, aren't you all high and mighty? I'm not talking about Mirror Dude, I'm talking about a memory quartz loaded with info you guys might be interested in. Does that change anything? I think that does change things, actually. I'll take that conflicted grunt as a yes. Well, anyway, just head over to my place whenever you can. I'll fill you in on the details. Fine. What was that all about? A lot, honestly. An exchange, then. Sheesh, what a rascal. He really knows how to get us, huh? Be that as it may, it may be smart to go and at least hear what he has to say. Besides, he wants my help. Why not flip the table on Jonah and take advantage of him? Well, I don't know if we have to do that exactly. But really, I don't understand why he didn't just call you to begin with, Tio. The answer is simple. His wounded pride. I love Tio. I imagine he is avoiding asking me directly due to how thoroughly I obliterated him in a puzzle game the day before last. And how I obliterated him in everything that we ever go head-to-head in. Oh, makes sense? Not exactly sure what this puzzle game is, but that sounds impressive. It's clear that the brat's no match for our Tio top, haha. Brat is an apt description, for at his core, he is a spoiled, petulant child. But if we have time, it would not hurt to visit him. I am interested in seeing what Jonah's request entails. Alright then, to the Geofront. Yeah, forget the Geofront, we're going to see Kilika. Who would have thought it'd be Kilika? Where in the hotel is she gonna be? Kilika, you here? Nope, that's not Kilika. Kilika, you here? That's not Kilika. Kilika, you here? That's not Kilika. Kilika, you here? That's not Kilika. I feel like she'd be in one of these fancy rooms. Yeah, she will. Here was in. Hello there, I don't believe I had the opportunity to thank you before. Oh, Kilika, not a problem. We were just doing our jobs. So, are you staying at this hotel? Yeah, why would she not be? Why would she just be sitting in this room? Fancy place for an equally fancy lady, makes sense to me. So this is the power of show business. Oh, don't misunderstand. I couldn't care less about the quality of my lodgings. It just so happens that this is the ideal location for my business dealings. Oh, right, of course. It's right beside Arkansas after all. Right you are. Though I will admit the view is an added benefit. I have no doubt that tomorrow's performance will be as riveting as their last one. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about there. It was nice seeing you, Kilika. While I wait for their answer, there are a number of things I need to look into to ensure I'm amply prepared. With that said, my plans are still ultimately hinged on their decision, rather. Never hurts to be prepared, properly prepared, and rather now, does it? She's definitely in her element. It's impressive, a little scary. Is it our Kilika? For some reason, the last name doesn't feel right. But whatever. She's our Kilika now, baby. Alright, in that case, I'm going to take a break. I don't think there's too much more left to record for this episode, but we'll finish Jonah's request this episode. We'll knock out the rest of this day at the festival, and then we will probably call it for this episode. So, I will be, for you guys, right back. Okay, so I'm back. There are two things that are going on here. First of all, this is definitely our Kilika. I am back from helping Friday set up the Trails Hunger Games. In fact, I've seen the episode. If you have not seen the episode, and you are a Trails fan, I highly encourage you to watch it. I tried to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, and given the ending of how it went down, I still kept it as spoiler-free as possible, but boy, did that ending resemble the end of Trails, the first chapter. I encourage you to go and watch it, because there's also some tongue-in-cheek moments in the episode. That being said, if you have no plans to watch it, I will give you the ending in 10 seconds. So, you know, you got your time. 8, 7, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Lieutenant Lawrence Love and Professor Alba Weisman won the game together. And so I kind of just sat there and said, wow, who would have thunk that these Trails characters would team up, work together, and claim victory? With a knowing look in my eyes. It's crazy that happened. Of all the things that could have happened. And the whole time I was like, yep, that's my boy. Professor Alba. I had to try so hard to call him Alba and not call Love, had to call him Lawrence the whole time, which was not that bad because I could just read what was on the screen, but like, oh, I was so cautious. It was a cautionary tale. Yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are at this point. They killed Makoto and then worked together to become victors together. They did not kill each other. They said, we're gonna challenge Avi, and I was like, wow, they're putting the project in it was crazy times. But during that setup of the episode, rather, I was gathering pictures from Trails, the first. I came across Kilika, because she's in that game too. Looked at her last name, because I was like, alright, we can peek at her last name real quick. And lo and behold, this is definitely our Kilika. So, yeah, she is fine. Let's go on. Let me pull up the comment that guides me. I think at this point we're just finishing up with not Joshua. Lo and behold, his name's not Joshua. Well, Freckles. Jonah. And I want to pull it up just because there is a back alley doctor book, and I don't want to miss it. It is after meeting Jonah, they will leave. Before doing anything else, go to the cafe on Central Street and talk to Chief Roberts, and that's how we get it. Alright, so let's go talk to the homie. That's not who I want to talk to. I was trying to go downstairs. Also, let's speed up. So we're gonna finish this. We're gonna let it. Actually, need to go this way. Come down the stairs and come down the stairs. And head into here. Also need to turn this up real quick. There we go. Alright, Jonah, what's up? Oh, nice, you just stopped by. Well, what if that wasn't us, you know what I'm saying? Cut to the chase, Jonah. What is it that you want? I assume you need my help with something. Ah, well, you see, I just wanted a hand with a little bit of hacking. Goodbye. Well, wait a second. Why are you leaving? You didn't even hear me out. Isn't it obvious, Jonah? Sheesh, this is all a big joke to you, kid? Asking the police to assist in a crime is a special kind of reckless. I told you guys, hacking is not a crime. Yet. I'm not trying to wage war against the IBC or something, I promise. I'm trying to get the jump on my most fearsome rival. Fearsome rival? Explain. Ooh, looks like you took the bait. Wow. Come on, won't you at least hear me out? I have a gut feeling that you guys will find this interesting too. Fine. If this ends up being boring, prepared for a world of hurt, Jonah Sacred. I may even do something as drastic as a 20-chain combo on you and Palm Party. That's crazy. Please don't. I don't think I'll ever be able to recover from the shame. Kitty. Right, Kitty. Cute name, but is this hacker even real? Why would I lie about this? First I encountered her about half a year ago. Half a year ago. We are in 1204. I don't know what time of the year it is. You guys are gonna have to remind me on that. But half a year ago, it could still be 1204, but let's just assume that it's like 1203. I guess assuming that their years are still like a classic 12 months. She caught me off guard, so I immediately cut off my infiltration route, covered my tracks, and managed to escape. After that, as if to taunt me, she sent me a little greeting and her online handle, Kitty. Ever since that fateful day, she's been screwing around with my business. Oh, okay then. According to all the reports I've read, hackers are extremely rare. Is there really another hacker rather than Crossbell? Yeah, I'm positive. Even though, even I thought it was some fluke at first, to think there's another hacker in the city who's on the same level as my genius, it pisses me off. Same level? From what I'm hearing, this Kitty is far more skilled than you. Come on! It's okay, Jonah. After all, your specialty has always been system languages, not hacking. You may have lost this fight, but perhaps you can still win the war. What the? You don't need, I don't need you to make me feel better. The only thing that'll make me feel better now is revenge! Once I uncover her location, I'm gonna seize her access point. And I want you to help me, Tio. So, I'm still under the assumption that this is... Okay. I'm under the assumption that it is, that it's Ren. Because, you know, Kitty just fits that. Half a year ago, though? I don't think she's been in Crossbell that long. Interesting. Can you guarantee that Kitty will come online today? I got it all planned out. You see, I analyzed my data and created a foolproof operation. Kitty isn't on the Orbital network 24/7 like I am, but the thing is, all I need to do is spread some info she might be curious about. Based on her trends up until today, there's a solid 90% chance she'll appear. Can't let this opportunity slip away, right? That explains that. If that's the case, which one of us will serve as the decoy? Kitty has to be lured out of hiding somehow. While the decoy acts, the other will trace Kitty's infiltration route from a different terminal. If we repeat this process, rather, we could possibly corner Kitty. Any complaints? None from me. If you and that Eon system of yours work, Kitty is toast. Work with me, rather. I prepared in advance, and trust me, I have no intention of going easy on her. Considering it's 2 against 1, there's no way she'll be able to weasel out of this. 2 problems still stand. Huh? First, I need to access a suitable terminal in order to provide backup. I would rather not risk the integrity of the special support system terminal back at the base. Oh, gotcha, I know the perfect place. Deep within the geofront sector A, a certain control terminal 3 sits ripe for the taking. Its main router is separate from this one, so it's a perfect place for our pincer maneuver. Huh. That is quite convenient. Did you guys get any of that? Not a word. They're throwing so much jargon, technical jargon around. Now for the other issue. This seems like it'll take a large amount of our time during a period where we are already extremely busy. That's true. It's definitely a problem. Yesterday's race ate up our entire afternoon, and we've been busy as hell trying to catch up on work since. Are you trying to get out of this? We were never in it, officially. You're busy with a bunch of support requests, right? We both know you don't have to do those. That's crazy. That is crazy, but we also do need as much information as we can get. Come on, I'll even toss in some information as a bonus, so please, just help me. Jonah, the thing is... It is fine, Lloyd. I will take care of this myself. Everyone, please continue with the SSS duties like usual. Leave this to me. Are you serious, TL? But... It's a simple fact of role proficiency. When it comes to hacking, I am the most appropriate for the job. I am sure that my absence will not hinder your work too terribly. That's not true. But Jonah said that terminal was deep in the geofront sector near the station, right? Ain't that a bit dangerous for you? I will find a way to manage it. My abilities should be sufficient by now to handle any monsters I encounter along the way. Tio. Okay, how about we do this? I'll accompany Tio to the control terminal 3 while you two head on back to the precinct. Huh? Yeah, that should work out. Wasn't a fan of letting Tio Tot go alone either. Yes, I think this is for the best. Randy and I should be able to handle the odd jobs that the precinct will throw at us. But... What's the problem, Tio? Isn't I like you to get all weird about accepting help? The stare down. Whoa, forget I said anything. Fine, if you insist. Still, we should finish any important business we have before starting this. I imagine this operation may last well into the evening. Yeah, it seems that way. I think we are still good. Finally, let's get this briefing underway. Alright then, Randy and I will head over to the police department. Lloyd, take good care of Tio Tot, alright? Yeah, leave her to me. And you, Randy, don't try and skip out on work and leave it all to Allie. Ooh, come on! I would never do something like that, buddy. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. Give it your all, Tio. Of course, you too, Ellie. Alright, once you get there, just give me a call on your Enigma. Then we can start our mission. Understood. I can't really claim to understand everything that's going on with this, but just don't make a mess of things, okay, Jonah? I don't want you to cause trouble for anyone who uses the Orbital Network for their job. Huh, that's cute. Tio and I, we're pros. Kitty too, probably. We wouldn't let ourselves be noticed by your average user. We are simply playing a game of tag, 2 against 1, just out of the public's view. This is how the operation should play out, at least, so there's no need to worry. Whatever you say, I guess. Sweet, I'm counting on you, Tio. I think I'll order a large pizza with extra cheese just to give myself hype for this. Try a salad sometime. Well, we'll head to the geofront entrance in front of the station. You said the lower floors of the A sector are our goal, right? Yes. Control terminal 3 rather. I will explain how everything will go once we arrive. Roger, let's move out, Tio. Okay, so the lower floors of this. Wait, but I'd like to not go there. So we just need to take the elevator down, right? Correct. Do you recall coming across an inoperable elevator when we initially came down here? That is the one we need. Once I put the authentication code in, we'll be able to ride it to the area below. Understood. But Tio, how exactly did you get your hands on a geofront authentication code? I stumbled across it by chance while using the IBC's main terminal to isolate Jonah's location. I cannot keep calling him Joshua. Two very different characters. It should be the right code. Are you sure this is okay? We didn't exactly get that through proper means. The geofront is a crossbow city facility, so legally I do not see an issue. We are merely shortening the process, that is all. If you say so. No turning back now, I guess. Let's head on down, Tio. Roger. Okay, so before we do anything, we have to go out to the cafe. I'm surprised that they let me walk out. For real, for real. Jonah may contact us. We should not stray away too far. Good point. So we're not allowed to stray too far. We are allowed to come in here. I thought that he was here. Oh, he's up top, isn't he? Yeah, I was gonna say he was here before. Oh, Tio, it's rare to see you alone with a boy. Could it be? Are you on a date? No. Bro, what? Don't blurt out such stupid things all of a sudden. It's incredibly annoying. Haha, that's my Tio, always the same. Here, take this. It's a little gift from me. Chapter 7. The anniversary festival has made him more enthusiastic than I would prefer. I will have to scold him later. I don't think I've ever seen Tio make such a scary face. The anniversary special meal? If it's only available during the festival, how can I not give it a try? He's just been here eating for the past 3 days. Actually, I don't think it's been the past 3 days. I think it's actually been the past day. Alright. That's wrong. This is right. So I need to go to the Geo-Front sector, down, and an earlier round. Is it here? I was gonna say, y'all shouldn't want to bother me. Oh, does that say 2 battles? Oh, 2 battles free? It looks like it doesn't matter. I probably should be careful since it is just the 2 of us, but it is also nobody here. Okay, yeah, no. I was gonna say maybe the Sepith games are worth it. They are not worth it. Now we're coming back out. Alright, well, that's my bad. Alright, that's fine. Okay, never mind. I think I went exactly where I needed to go. No, that's taking me up. I went exactly where I don't need to go, I think. You know, if I walk around enough, I'll just stumble around the right area. What could possibly go wrong? That's a chest. Back around here. Back through here. Is this the exit? Did I walk in a full circle? I think I may have walked in a full circle. I need to get to the lower levels of the... Well, I mean, this brings me down. Which way did I not go is the real question, I guess. I think I walked this way the first time, so let's go. Oh. Okay! At least I didn't take too long to get here. Pressing the button does nothing. The elevator can't be used at the moment. This elevator should be the elevator that leads us to the A sector's lower stratum. I will enter the authentication code. Punch in an 8-digit code. It should be operational now. Alright, ready to head down? Wait, do you have any idea where the terminal we're looking for is? Most likely... Ooh, pardon me. Most likely in the deepest part of the floor. It will be a long walk, so please be sure to stay on guard. Right, and you wanted to come here alone? That is kind of crazy. Alright. Alright, well there's another vent there. You know, compared to the upper levels, the lighting here seems more dated. Are there lower levels older or something? Yes, the lower stratums were built, lower stratums were first Geo-Front sections to be built, rather. The Geo-Front as a whole is a product of an urban planning project that spans 20 years. Due to its construction, undergoing some spontaneous changes, the entire structure became more complex than originally intended. In fact, Ellie told me stories about how the construction of the Geo-Front was manipulated by all sorts of Diet members. Oh my gosh. So, I guess there's a world where, like, people are using the Geo-Front for their own necessities. Like, there's probably parts of the geofront that go to Calvarn or go to Erebonia. Still, the sheer size of this place never fails to surprise me. Did you really think you'd be okay coming down here alone, TL? Well, no, my apologies. It's okay. Anyway, let's just be careful not to get hurt down here. I'll do everything I can to protect you. Understood. Lloyd? Would you like to practice a combination craft while we're here? Hey, combo craft! I may not be as proficient as Ellie or Randy, but I would still like to try. That's a great idea. Since it's the two of us, this is the perfect chance to get some practice in. Roger. Omega Strike? Alright, but I assume... Okay, no, it did not say we can use them for free here. I was hoping we could use them for free. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, so we can't go through here, so I guess we're going through here. Was that a... Looked like... I thought there was like a interactable... Yeah, there we go. Give me this Curia Balm. Attempting skill... luck skill check, rather. Luck skill check failed. This chest is still empty. Tragic. Oh, did we just open this door? That's kind of funny. Uh-oh. They want my cheeks. Got him. Perfect. So we're able to... Oh, but I need to... I don't think this will kill him. I'm a smart boy. If he came after me, I think the odds are that we don't kill him in one turn. Let's go ahead and analyze. Most monsters are made of mucus. It launches globs of its body to blind its foes. Not flows. The globs do flow for the fruity taste it shows. Alright, great. You dare show me your cheeks? That's crazy. Of course I'm going... I was gonna say, of course I'm gonna hit him. That's pretty out of pocket. Okay. Once again, this shouldn't kill both of them. Let's murder this one. Let's analyze this one. Dartnaw. Okay. Oh, it lived! It's dead. Alright, I would like to try their combo craft once. Ooh! Marble ring. Your fingerprints inside the chest. You find fingerprints inside the chest rather than point to the likely culprit behind its theft. 3 guesses to who it is. I wonder who. Because, I mean, like, we wear... I guess we don't wear full hand gloves. Is there a better picture of our hands? No. There might be in the Ornament equipment. Nope. Alright, we'll just get headshots. That's fine. What does Marble Ring do? Usually when we get something from the chest, it's pretty dope. One Marble Ring. There it is. What is it? Prevents mute. I think that's probably better than movement 1 for you, not for nothing. You getting muted would suck. No, I think you getting sealed would suck, right? I think that's right. I think we just don't want to get sealed. I guess we're fine. Okay, so it is a different rat. Okay, there we go. Let's go and use our combo craft. How do I do that? Combo. Hook it up. Combo craft. Ooh. Ooh! Yo, they were kind of in an atom and we kind of shattered the atom. That's kind of crazy. That does go kind of hard. Alright, so we got an item, a brilliant carrot. Got him. Okay, here's the thing. I think this thing could actually die in a hit from the both of us, so I'm going to cancel this, and we're just going to attack it. We're going to analyze it, and then, Lloyd, you can kill it. Omnivorous insect that will suck out any bodily fluids from its prey, not just blood. That's crazy. What other fluids is it trying to drink? I don't got that many types of fluid in me. Okay, we've already fought this thing before. Turn around for me. That have skulls in it? It doesn't? That's crazy. It's got a bunch of skulls in it. This is fine. I was gonna say we crit on that. I might hit this one. I prefer you hit this one in the... Okay, never mind. He's blind! That's fine. There we go, there we go. Let's make our way through here. Oh my gosh, look at the... Okay, so there's no... I was gonna say, is there any chest that I'm supposed to be seeing from here? No? Okay. Well, whatever. Let's just go through here, because it's the only place we can go. Ho, 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 ho. There's no need. I'll come back down here. I did get both of those enemies, right? Yeah, I've scanned both of them. What's in here? Okay, I don't know how I got that thing. That's kind of hilarious. Because it felt like the first hit I didn't get anything on it. Alright, there we go. Give me this. Gentle coat. Okay. You're sucked into the chest, ended up as a chest-based world with no way back. Decades go by, your memories of Crossbow fade, and as your life comes to an end, you take your final breath only to wake up. It was all a dream! Okay. Gentle coat. Probably better than the fiber coat, and I can't wear it, so I guess it's for Leloid, huh? That's a big boost. Is our current coat... What do we have? Soldier's coat? It's just +2 strength, actually. Put the gentle coat on. Great. Okay, well, we came from this one, so let's head this way. Probably gonna take us to another vent room here. Juked them, good job. Okay, so now we're here. We can crawl down here. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, nice. Very cool. Okay. I'm gonna save, because this almost feels like it's fight night. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Alright, we'll turn around. I said turn around. Thank you. You dummy. Alright, let's go whoop this guy. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he still has Petrify on. Okay, Lo's about to be cooking out here. If you could turn around. Not to me. Other way. Thank you. This thing, I don't think this thing has ever come after me. There you go. And there you go. Very good. Alright, so elevator down sounds like it's gonna be where we actually need to go. We will overwrite that save. Let's head on down. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And there's 2 doors here. I'm gonna go to this one first. It's got a chest. Got him, dummy. Get him. Boom, 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 boom. Oh wow, you guys did not murder him. Whatever. That's fine. We got an eye drop. Interesting. So save us from blind. But first, a word from our sponsors, the Orbital VPN. Not a VPN sponsorship. That's crazy. That being said, VPNs, you know, for the most part, I really don't think you really need a VPN for real, for real. That's not true. I can see the need for. I have a VPN. I usually mostly use it for travel. What the heck is this doing here? This is a giant fan. This giant fan rather is part of the Geofront's ventilation system. Under normal circumstances, it should be inactive, but TO access the portable terminal. I think I have located the issue. It is very likely this fan is running due to a malfunction in the system. This seems to apply to a few other fans as well. That doesn't sound good. Probably best to if we turn each of them off as we went. Agreed. We can use valves like this one to operate them. There we go. Okay, so we just have to turn that off. There's nothing this way. Just wanted to double check. We'll have to come back to here. I assume we're gonna go... Thought you had me, sucker. Huh. Wait. Oh. Did that turn both of them off? Nice. Whoops. Alright, there you go. He's back at 200%, and he's dead. Excellent. So that does lead us all the way back here, but I want to come back here first. Your back is turned to... Alright, well, whatever. Omega Strike him. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you. Come through here. Slide in here. Oh, man. That's what I wanted. Stride heals. The higher elements appear to be active in this chest. Unfortunately, they still are no more items for you. You hate to see it. Ooh, I assume that's where we're gonna go. Come this way. Down here. Through here, and now... There's that guy. What's through here? That's where we came from. I don't know why I said what's through here. Turn around. I said turn around, you son of a gun. Whatever, I guess we're gonna have to rough you up. Just like the rest of them. I have... Yes. There you go, and there you go. Congratulations, you're dead. Alright, back up. Great. Excellent. Nice little Teal adventure. You're fine. Dang, okay. It does seem like it's a pretty linear path here. Alright, well I say that and then there's a split in the path. Ooh! Let me see what the level they want for that is, because maybe they want me to come back afterwards. When we don't just have two people. But also I got some boots. I wouldn't be mad about giving them to old Teotot. Stride heals, they are women only, so I guess you will be getting them. Congratulations. Little movement up too. Okay, just monsters. Yo, oh my gosh, Leloid's going crazy, dude! That was nuts. Okay, they're just the regular dudes. So here's the problem. I wanted to line them all up and then knock them all down, but that's also broadly fine, I guess. I'm gonna hit these three because there's a chance we might get some. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. I was like, we might get some petrifies on them. Okay. I don't know what his, like... I really don't know at all what his, his dodge percentages or evade is, but apparently it's pretty bonkers right now. Maybe not completely bonkers, but it's definitely higher than I would have thought. Move 3, okay. The ventilation here is your biggest fan, and yet you just go and shut it down. Oh, man. I don't feel right about that anymore, you know what I'm saying? This is the wrong way. This is the wrong direction. We have to go this way. And let's go and save since we did a successful battle. We have another battle coming. I definitely need to heal up old Lloyd. I'm gonna just use... I don't even think we should use an item for real. Let's just use a skill from T.O. Nope. Ornament. You. Yeah. Go ahead and double up. She's got plenty of, schmagic left. Okay, so we came from this way. We need to either go this way or this way. I think we may have been this way already. I think we've been this way already. Yes, because this one comes from that there. So this is the only way we haven't been. And there's no chest right here? Great, okay. Yeah, we just haven't been this way. And this is what I thought I saw before. I healed for no reason. But it doesn't really matter because, well, whatever. We're about to walk into some wild and crazy shenanigans. Everyone pay very close attention. Are we close? Yes, this is the final stretch. The room containing the control terminal 3 should be somewhere near here. Tio! What is that? Damn it, it must be the leader of the monsters in this section. The leader of the monsters. Tio, are you good to go? Ah. Yes, I am ready. Pretty good chance to seal. Resist seal. Yeah, I mean, I guess this thing's gonna probably resist everything that I'm assuming it will resist. Go ahead and... Oh, it doesn't resist attack and strength down. It doesn't resist poison either, so Lloyd hitting it should potentially give it poison. So that's nice. Oh, it doesn't resist burn either. Man, I wish we had our boy here. Call allies, hold on. I was not prepared for that. I guess we can call Zeit if we really wanted to. Get over here, buddy. Sweet. There we go, we got some poison on there, baby. You. Go ahead and heal our boy. I was gonna say, that's gonna be a good enough heal. Ooh, that's my boy. Ooh, put her to sleep for a turn, whatever. My thing is, that guy's now poisoned, so we're cooking. He might be super cooked at this point. Hit them both. Alright, Maze is at 200%. I'm gonna have him go first. And then we'll have him do... Ooh, and he counterattacked him? Yeah, just murder this guy. He should... Yeah, I was gonna say, 200%, he was poisoned. He's having a bad time. We'll just, yeah. Okay, hold on. He crit on that. Hold on. I should have been paying more attention. Can you imagine if that killed us? Huh? I would have screamed, "You material!" That was unexpected. Tio, are you okay? That was a pretty tough fight. Yes, I'm fine. What about you, Lloyd? I'm okay too. I guess Randy was right when he said these Tonfas rather were good for defense. But even so, that would have gone a lot smoother if the others were here. Honestly, being without them is making me realize how much I rely on those two. Hehe. Did I say something funny? Oh, don't mind me. It's nothing important. You hee-heed? That's crazy. Control Terminal 3 should be past the door on the right. We should log in and contact Jonah. Right, got your back. So the door on the right, huh? Then what's over here? I guess we will not know what's over there. We will go this way first. Is this it, Tio? Yes, this is Control Terminal 3. Our plan is to hack into the net from 2 points Terminal 8, which Jonah has appropriated, and this terminal. I think I understand. Should we call Jonah now? Yes, if you would. Since Ellie and Randy may try and contact us, call Jonah on my Enigma instead. Will do. Lloyd took Tio's Enigma. Jonah, it's Lloyd. Oh, you're there already? Yep, Tio's booting up the terminal now. Good, good. I'll get mine set up too. Do me a favor and turn the Enigma speaker mode on, okay? Speaker mode? What's that? There's a little flip on the Enigma. There's a little red switch. Flip it. It will allow other people to hear the caller's voice. Right here? Lloyd, like an old man getting a cell phone for the first time, has learned about speaker mode. Hey, can you two hear me? Oh, huh, that's useful. It uses quite a bit of EP, so I don't recommend using it unless it's necessary. Oh! Interesting, okay. Jonah, everything is green on my end. How about you? Almost there. I've been moving the decoy around as much as possible, or humanly possible rather. Let you know if Kitty shows up, so I'll keep my fingers on my keyboard. Affirmative, we will stand by until you give the signal. Cool, don't let me down, Tio. So, does that mean we're all done setting up? Yes, all we need to do now is rather Jonah's signal. Once I start hacking, you can leave everything to me. Do you see why I initially chose to go alone now? Yeah, I do. But still, the journey here wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, so I'm glad I decided to tag along. Haha, this is bad. I'm terrible with awkward silences. Look at my awkward silence face. Oh, that's right, Mishi, wasn't it? You know, that character you like so much, you even got a keychain of him on your Enigma. Yes, I suppose I could say you could say I like Mishi. I feel like it's more than just a like. Also, this Mishi has like a little cut on its cheek. I'm not really one to get too attached to things, so it's hard to believe that I held on to that keychain for all these years. That keychain must be really important to you. Years? So you didn't buy it when you came to Crossbell? I assumed you did since he's practically Crossbell's mascot. No, this was a gift. From Guy 5 years ago? Wow, I didn't... So, first of all, you met Guy? This is crazy. What? He was your brother, right? Yeah, he was, but wait a sec. Tio, you knew my brother? Yes. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me sooner? You're from Lemon State, right? How could you know Guy? He couldn't have come across... What do you mean you're going on a trip? Where are you even going? The Principality of Rimaferia. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Well, I was gonna say, why... that's another little notch on why are the four of us specifically, and then what's Tio's deal? Oh, man. How many years ago did Guy die? Was it during this trip? Anywho. But I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home. Tio was that cute little girl. We really gotta pay attention, y'all. I'm sorry, but have you been to this hospital before? Yes. It was about 6 years ago. He got it 5 years ago. Or she got it 5 years ago from Guy. I did not intend to keep it a secret from all of you. I apologize. No, wait, that was you? Yes. I was only 9 at the time. Guy was the one who escorted me back to my home in Rimaferia. That's where you're from? Not Lemon? That is correct. To be honest though, it does not especially feel like home to me. By now, I have all but abandoned it. Tio, what about your parents? I believe they are fine, and Jonas is getting all this juicy information. But I cannot say for sure. Ever since I left 3 years ago, I have received few letters from them. At age 5, I went missing for a period of time. Guy was the one who rescued me. After that, I was hospitalized at St. Ursula for over a year. At age 5, Tio was hospitalized. Rimaferia, age 5. At age 5, I went missing for a period of time. Alright, well, Tio's definitely got a tragic backstory. You know, at the very least, Tio didn't seem to know, well, I was gonna say, Tio didn't seem to know Rin, so, like, the worst case scenario is that Tio was also a part of whatever Rin was a part of. I pray that that's not the situation. And I don't believe it is. But we'll continue here. Once I finally recovered, Guy insisted on escorting me home. I had no idea. But if you were escorted back home, why'd you leave again? Lloyd, you know I'm a bit different from regular people, right? Tio, don't say that. It's the truth, you know it. My sensory reception is orders of magnitude higher than any normal person. The faint sounds an average ear finds impossible to pick up. The flows of audible waves no ordinary person could ever perceive. The presence of elements that go undetected by the public at large. Even people's emotions and the beats of their hearts. Oh my gosh. You can hear emotions? That's kind of crazy. When I attended Sunday school, I was always alone. The thing the neighborhood children saw and what I saw were worlds apart. I wasn't oblivious rather to their prying eyes. They whispered conversations about me. I know my parents loved me, but everyone has their limits. The atmosphere at home grew more and more tense. That is when I began to realize that it would be better if I never came home at all. Dang. Before I knew it, I found myself buying a ticket and boarding a train. A train heading to the one place I could think to go, Crossbow. I get it. You wanted to see my brother again, didn't you? I think that was the reason, yes. When he brought me that keychain as a gift, Guy told me this. Don't worry, Tio, I know you can find happiness. And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. So you were coming to give him that call. We can figure out what's making you sad and kick its butt together. Yep, that definitely sounds like something Guy would say. That's wild. I wonder if there's a world where Randy also has known Guy at some point. But around that time, he... At the lowest point in my life, I'm an Epstein Foundation researcher by chance. He saw potential in my enhanced sensory perception and recruited me for an Orbital staff development team that had the foundation had just launched. With that, I transferred to Lamont State and spent 3 years as a foundation researcher. Then 3 months ago, I returned to Crossbow. Tio. Head pats. I'm so sorry. It's not fair that my dummy of a brother left us like he did. Oh my gosh, don't call him a dummy. Not honoring his promise to a girl? That's not like him at all. Lloyd? Oh, must be Jonah. Okay, so the phone was not on. The kitten has been spotted. I repeat, the kitten has been spotted. Just now, I noticed her nibbling on the bait I threw out. I'm about to corner her, so give me all the support you can muster. Understood. I guess I'm just along for the ride. Tio, don't push yourself too much, alright? Roger, no need to worry. Yo, that was so much lore dropping we just got. Beginning concealment near the network resources second boundary domain. Standing by for Kitty. Aye, ma'am. Whoa, are you serious? It's her. Kitty already deactivated all of our protections. See, look. This is what was on the thing. This was what was on the start page. That's why I assumed something crazy is going to be starting to go down on the Orbital network. Do you know how tedious it was to prepare that bait? And now it's all... I don't believe this. How can one person do all of this? Settle down, Jonah. There's also a possibility it's not one person. She's likely trying to use all of her processing power to brute force her way through. Please focus, stay 2 steps ahead, and lead her down towards my domain. Damn it. I'm not a machine. She's passing through Control Terminal 4. Control Terminal 17, City Hall's main terminal. I've caught her here, Control Terminal 25. She's entered your domain, Tio. Affirmative. So this is your arch rival, rather. She is fast, extremely fast. Activating Eon system, rather. Initiating parallel processing, but I'm faster. Donka 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 donk 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 donk. Confirming Kitty's presence. Whoa, look at those data streams. If you keep it up, you won't even need my help catching her. I disagree. Unlike you and Kitty, I am not a true hacker. If my Eon system goes down, rather, I will be easily overtaken. Damn it. Then what do we do? In preparation for that, raise your processing output to max and block Kitty's exit. I'm predicting that Kitty will shift over into your domain again. Choose your timing carefully because you will have an approximately 0.1 second window to catch her. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Screw it. I'm Jonah Jonah freaking Sacred. Oh, we'll see. Get ready. Eon system. Limit breaker. Now. Take this. Alright, I bagged myself a kitty. We won? Yes, it looks that way. Ah. Tio, are you okay? I will be in a minute. Increasing the Eon system processing power that much, the world is spinning around me. Didn't I tell you not to push yourself? Head pets? Hey Tio. That promise my brother made to you, I'll keep it for him. Anything that's making you sad, we'll kick its butt together. Huh? And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. We can find out whatever's making you sad and kick its butt together. No doubt about it, my brother was amazing. He was so strong, so confident, and so quick to take action. What if a guy was a member of Ouroboros? That would be crazy. I still have a long way to go to catch up to him. But I'll put in every ounce of effort I can getting there. I'll be the kind of man that can keep his promise to you. So what do you say? How mysterious. Come again? You and Guy are almost nothing alike, but at the same time, you remind me so strongly of each other. The way your spirit shines, the way you look ahead with confidence. I remind you of Guy? In a lot of ways, yes. But of course, you are your own person. You are who you are, rather, Lloyd. You can't ever become Guy, nor should you try to. I think you would know that better than anyone. Yeah. That aside, if you were going to make me a promise, though, I would like you to promise me something else. What do you mean? You don't need to make it right here and now. I do not simply want you to take over Guy's promise. I want you to make one all your own. Whatever you come up with will be perfect, I'm sure. Tio. And in case you have forgotten, I am not a child. So I do not simply want to be someone who is simply protected all the time. After all, I'm a member of the SSS too, aren't I? You're right. You're exactly right. Hehe. Oh man. Little Tio. Huh? Is something wrong? No, it's just... I think this is the first time I've seen your genuine smile. Oh man. I was not smiling. I am simply exhausted, that is all. No need to be shy. It seems like such a waste though. Your smile is adorable. If you showed it more often, I'm sure you'd be crazy popular. I think being popular would be exhausting to her. Adorable? Cough cough. Oh. Jonah? How long have you been listening? I think this is the first time I've seen your genuine smile, somewhere around there. Ha, I can't say I was expecting to hear a cheesy line like that today. What's more, you actually got flustered over it? What's with that? Spew any more nonsense and I will destroy you with a 40 chain combo and palm party. That's not even possible. Watch me. Wait, actually someone like you might be able to pull that off. That reminds me, Jonah. Did you manage to find out who Kitty is? Huh. Who do you think I am? This is the one and only Jonah Sacred you're talking to. I managed to figure out her location. I'm sending it to you right now. Oh? Jonah, what is this file you attached? An attachment? What the hell are you? Uh-oh. The log shouldn't have contained anything like this. It was supposed to just uncover her location. We should open it. What? That's... What the heck is this? A rabbit and a kitten. Black rabbit, white kitten. Wait just a damn minute. This couldn't be... It appears the hackers have become the hacked. This must be her way of getting revenge for us discovering her location. No. Perhaps she had us in the palm of her hand from the very beginning. If true, it's possible that the information we obtained was simply a ruse. Jonah, you okay there? Damn it, there's no way she should have been able to mask her address. If you could trace and analyze it, eventually it'll lead back to the access point. No, that won't work, but what about... Hello? There's no point in talking to Jonah when he's like that. Let's return to his place for now. We still need to retrieve our rightfully earned memory quartz, huh? Oh, yeah, right, I forgot about that. With everything that just went on, I guess it slipped my mind, huh? There should be an emergency exit near the elevator. Or exit elevator near the... Okay, we're going. We'll take that and head back. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, well, I guess we'll go this way. Okay, so... Kitty had a black rabbit and a white cat. Kitty had a black rabbit, white cat. Kitty had a black rabbit, white cat. Kitty had a black... Oh. Might as well. I don't think we're gonna fight anybody else, but you know, Kitty had a black rabbit, white cat. Black rabbit, white cat. We also are going to save that, so we don't have to do that all over again. Excellent. Black rabbit, white cat. I'm gonna have to start putting, like, kitty clues and whatnot. Wow, the sun's setting already? Guess we spent more time in the geofront than I thought. It seems that way. Tio, what's the matter? Nothing. We should hurry back to Jonah and retrieve the memory quartz, huh? I admit, I'm also curious about Kitty's true identity. Me too, hopefully this will lead us somewhere. Oh no. Well, that more likely makes me believe it's Ren, or the 6th Angus. Wait a minute. Rosenberg Studio is that old doll factory, isn't it? It was near the mountain path, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's the place. When I was analyzing Kitty's location, it led me there. I'm 100% certain. But God, why the hell is it in the freaking doll factory of all places? Is this some kind of joke? It certainly is strange. How so? If Kitty is the studio, rather, like Jonah claims, what's so weird about that? Well, currently the Orbital Network is only functioning within the city and St. Ursula Medical College. The resort is on the other side of the lake. Michelin is also a part of the testing. Oh. You see, because wireless orbital waves are unstable, they're primarily only used for orbital telephones. And as the orbital network is constantly exchanging large amounts of info, it's usually got to be a wired connection. A giant orbital cable runs along the bottom of the lake connecting St. Ursula and Michelin. But no way would anyone run a connection, rather, all the way to some doll factory in the middle of the mountains. Damn it. What kind of sick prank is this? It can't be, can it? Yo, Lloyd's cooking out here, dude. Though the mystery still remains, we've succeeded in our objective. I believe you mentioned a reward? Yeah. I know this would have been possible without your help. Jonah's mystery quartz. Memory quartz. Got a whole bunch of thinking to do. So this is the info you said we'd be interested in. Yep, that's right. It contains info on most of Ravash's relationships. I even threw in some info on a couple of other related topics for safe measure. Happy now? Yeah, wow. I'll say. This information is indeed of interest to us. Just so you know, there's some nothing super classified or anything on there. It's just all stuff that anyone could find out if they dug hard enough. Your boss at the CPD, for example, they've been sitting on this for like ever. I'm sure it'll be useful nonetheless, thanks. Since we didn't have access to all of this, we were at a bit of a disadvantage. That's so? Glad I can help then. I'm beat. That was way too much for one day. Oh my gosh. A brat. Tomorrow I'll use whatever we learned, to finally uncover Kitty's true identity. Well, don't overdo it. It's the anniversary festival, Jonah. Why don't you go on a date or something instead of being holed up in here? Shut up. It's none of your business what I do or don't do. Damn wolves in sheep's clothing, ass, a playboy normie piece of crap. Oh my gosh. Not exactly sure what you meant, but I can't help but feel like he's got the wrong idea about me too. I think I figured out Blue's Clues. Now that you mention it, you went on a date with Cecile on the opening day of the festival, didn't you? Huh? And after that, you ended up spending time with the beautiful Seeker sisters. Experience really does trump everything in the end. Tio, what are you trying to say? Nothing in particular. Yo, they can't be doing my boy like this. Back to back to back, again and again. Ooh! Connecting to the memory courts. With this, we can access the entire database's contents. Wow, this is really comprehensive. Speaker Hartman down there, I see you. Up until now, we've had quite a few gaping holes in our intel on Ravash. This might be the first time we've had so much information on them laid out for us. Why don't we take a little look-see and see what we got in here, then? Right. Hey, we're definitely doing all of this. Ravash is the largest criminal organization currently operating within Crossbow State. Its inception dates all the way back roughly 1130 of the Septian calendar. It's currently 1204, so man, that's a hot minute ago. Coinciding with the founding of the state itself. As the name Ravash & Co. would suggest, its fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. In turn, Ravash was able to seize control of the Crossbow underworld. Currently, Ravash is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mirror laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Oh my gosh. Arms smuggling, sale of stolen goods, land speculation. One of those things that I kind of want to keep as a nugget. Insider trading, mirror laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, also gonna lock that in there, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Ravash is rarely punished for its criminal offenses. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted almost immediately. I see, this gives us a pretty good overview of Ravash. We've only heard rumors and scraps of info until now. It's nice to have everything together in one place. Seeing all of this, it's evident that what a formidable organization they truly are. For real, these guys make a killing of their shady ops of these shady ops of theirs. Okay, arms and influence. Ravash's main forces are about 300 members. Including low-level workers both inside and outside of the state, the company employs approximately 500 people in total. I was not expecting 300, like, I guess in the city, probably. Ravash's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Ravash is believed to have considerable military strength. Oh boy, so they're kind of like their own small military at this point, 500 people. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbow. Ravash holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. I gotta keep in mind that once we leave here, and we're in Erebonia, there is a world where we still have to deal with Ravash. According to recent intel, Ravash had only begun to lose ground to Hue, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firing power by utilizing warhounds. This development has led to Ravash gaining superiority. I had no idea Ravash was this large and well-armed. I guess we knew they were pretty well-armed, not for nothing. Not only that, but they have men in their ranks with real battlefield experience. Yeah, that makes sense. Even their lowest-ranking underlings put up a good fight. Not to mention their warhounds, they're still using them even after what happened. It's like the arrest we made in Mines was for nothing. I'm afraid so. It's pretty disappointing to think. The Don. Oh, it even gives us a picture of the Don. We've seen him in one of the pre-chapter things, but the group I don't think has seen Don yet. Don Marconi controls Crossbow's largest mafia and is the current president of Ravash & Company. He is the 5th man to hold the position, but he did not inherit it conventionally. 8 years ago, Marconi gained control by overthrowing the 4th Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. 8 years ago, 8 years ago he overthrew the old Don. Perhaps due to his Erebonian heritage, Marconi prioritizes relationships with the Diet's Imperial faction. His ties with the Speaker, Hartman, in particular, are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Marconi seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbow's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after the Erebonian nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture. Damn, look at this arrogant old fart. He may look like a jolly old man, but his actions paint him as anything but. It appears Marconi is a much more cunning individual than we were led to believe. Though he's firmly affiliated with the Empire, he still managed to forge ties with the Republic. No question, this guy's trouble. Garcia. Garcia Rossi's official position at Ravache & Co. is General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the Mafia's underboss and is the commander of its high rank-and-file henchmen, rather. Rossi previously served as a commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. Zephyr. Zephyr. When Marconi toppled the Don 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him in his bid for power. Afterwards, Marconi recruited him away from the corpse to join Ravache & Company permanently. Rossi was the architect behind the Mafia's militarization and large... So he was a former Jaeger. And he recognized Randy, who I think is from the Red Constellation. It's just I don't know what the Red Constellation is. I thought that maybe the Red Constellation could have been a Jaeger organization and that he was also a part of it. So then, like, I guess that's not quite it. What's the Red Constellation then? In his Jaeger days, Garcia earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield. Well, he's the Killing Bear. We got Grizzly, though, out here in the law office world. Ravache is second in command, and he's from a Jaeger Corps? Zephyr. That name sounds familiar to me. Probably because it's one of the two strongest corps in all of Western Zemeria. If that guy was a commanding officer in Zephyr, trust me, his strength is no joke. I've actually heard rumors about the Killing Bear before, didn't realize this was the guy. It makes sense, he practically radiated strength. But Randy, how do you know so much about this? Travel as much as me and you'll hear all sorts of rumors. Okay, they can't just be like, Randy, how do you know so much about this? He's definitely, that still lends credence to maybe Red Constellation being a Jaeger Corps, but what, they're one of the two? What's the other one? I thought the other one was Jester. But then, what is Red Constellation? Maybe it's not a Jaeger Corps, maybe it's something worse. Low-key. Speaker Hartman. Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the position of Speaker of the Crossbow Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as a leader of the Imperial faction. A descendant of Erebonian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located at Michelum in the far southern reaches of Crossbow State. So he's got a mansion in Michelum. He is also considered an old friend of Marconi, the president of Ravache & Company. It is believed that Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mirror laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with Imperial Chancellor Goliath Osborne last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority. Osborne. So this is Speaker Hartman. He kind of strikes me as some sort of hoity-toity imperial noble rather than a politician. But did he really manage to get an audience with the Empire's Blood and Iron Chancellor? Yes, though it was evidently an informal one, Chancellor Osborne did have a meeting with him. Him having a meeting with him, and our knowledge that Osborne is actually quote-unquote trying to use the Ouroboros as pawns for its own goals. That's worrying, but it still irks me that he would meet with Speaker Hartman but completely snub my grandfather. At the time, the whole matter was quite the hot topic in both nations' political spheres. Can't believe I never heard about that. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, he's making a name for himself already. I can't help but wonder what the reason behind this visit was. So that's everything. Alright. Everything was fuzzy up until now, but now I'm starting to see the big picture. I agree. Ravash is led by a ruthless yet cunning boss, with a former Jaeger commander as its right-hand man. Further, they have strong ties to Speaker Hartman. Not only that, but if the Speaker has ties to the Blood and Iron Chancellor, then it's no wonder the CPD can't do a damn thing about the Mafia. That's true. Wait, just a moment. I believe I discovered concealed data on the memory cords. What, there's more? Concealed data? Can you pull it up? Hold up, if there was hidden stuff, does that mean that Brad is messing with us? Yes, it seemed he tried to test whether or not I was able to notice it. His punishment will be long and painful. Lmao! Well, that aside, were you able to recover the data? Yes. I would I would put the difficulty level at easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh boy. Swords auction? Is that the Schwartz auction? That's the thing Estelle and Joshua were asking us about, right? Nice one, Jonah. That little scoundrel really pulled through for us, rather. This seems confirmed that it is in fact a real event. And further, that is concealed in some, connected rather in some way to Ravash. Yeah, I had a feeling it was more than just a rumor. Alright, should we take a look? Certainly. The Schwartz The Swords Auction is an annual event that's staged by Ravash on the final day of the anniversary festival. Here's the problem. We know here they're planning something on the final day of the anniversary festival. We know that they're rivals with Ravash. That's a big ol' yikes. That's a big ol' yikes. It's held in the form of a private party. Largely a secret party, rather, hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most of the items up for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal back channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just cross-bellins, rather. Nobles and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zumeria's high society. The Swartz auction is a major source of income from Ravash. It also provides Speaker Hartman with the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Ravash's forces as well. Entry is prohibited unless a guest possesses a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose. So we're gonna have to, like, either forge or get ourselves an invitation, I suppose. Is this real? Unbelievable. To think something this massive has been happening every single year. But isn't this strange? Despite being a secret, this information describes it as a large-scale social event. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the police and mass media are well aware, but they're forced to keep their mouths sealed about it. Otherwise, there's no way that the people wouldn't know about such a huge event. Exactly. Sergey! Chief! Good evening, sir. Calling me surprised. Didn't expect you guys to get this far on your own. Sergey is my dude. Yo, I pray that he is not he can't. There's no way he can be a bad guy. Look at him. Yeah, I guess there is a way. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. This ain't the place to talk, though. Come on, I'll give you the full rundown of my office. Well, cool. So you admit that all the information in those files is accurate? Yeah, unfortunately so. It beats me who did all this research, but they got quite a gold mine of stuff. But all the CPD's top brass know about this, right? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's everyone. Anyone that's at Inspector rank or higher for sure, the entire First Division too. Hell, even Arios and the Bursters Guild have probably known about all of this for a while now. That means it's just another barrier standing in our way. Oh yeah, an extraordinarily huge one. You know, I don't intend to restrict what you guys can do, but I wouldn't recommend poking your nose any further into the Swords auction. Stuff like this is well beyond your pay grade, kids. But Chief, now Chief, let's not mince words here. You're not saying this is beyond us, you're just trying to tell us the CPD has his hands tied, aren't you? Considering all the influential figures invited and the fact that the Speaker Hartman, rather, is the host of the entire gathering. The auction is practically untouchable. If the citizenry is not in immediate danger, the Bracers Guild cannot act either. So it seems there is nothing anyone can do. But we can't just... Calm down. You aren't the only person frustrated here, trust me. Think about the First Division grinding their teeth every year, powerless to do anything. If this event ever gave them the slightest chance, they'd charge into it to take it down before the guild could even respond. But, despite being shady as hell, it appears it's just another glamorous party. Or rather, it appears to be. Basically, if you try and crack down on the Swords auction and screw it up, the SSS would be finished. That's why, for your own good, I can't let you chase after this. Anyway, that's the gist of it. How frustrating. Listen, I'm not telling you to accept how things are. He's like, that's why I have to stop you, and then says, but... if you wanted to go. Just understand, sometimes you have to chin up, look forward, and figure out how much you can really accomplish. And forget that pit in your stomach right now. Don't forget that pit in your stomach right now, though. Keep at it, and your chance will come one day. So, don't get too down, eh? I understand, sir. For now, we'll stop looking into the auction. Lloyd. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Damn, this really sucks. So, what are the, so I think we got high odds that we're gonna go to this auction, right? We got big ol' odds to go to this auction. But that's the third day of the anniversary festival ended. Tio's past, a mystery of Lloyd's brother, a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Ravash, and then the Swords auction just sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of the spinning inside of his head, Lloyd slipped into a restless sleep. And he had a dream! He probably is not having a dream, actually. And he had a loading screen! Hey. Nudge, nudge, nudge! What the? An earthquake? No, it can't be. Almost feels like I'm being rocked to sleep. Maybe I'll just doze off another 15 minutes. Output minimum, power level low. Freezing process begin. Bro! Oh, that's cold! What? Good morning, Lloyd. Yeah, good morning! Wait a second, why are you in my room? Our morning meeting is about to begin, so I came to wake you up, Lloyd. I didn't realize how late it was. Boy slept in. It was the strangest thing, though. I felt something cold against the back of my neck. I must have been having one seriously weird dream. That was no dream. I tried to freeze you. My efforts to nudge you awake were in vain, so I cast a low-energy diamond dust. That's crazy. Excuse me? Did I hear that right? You hit me with an orbital art? It was not enough to harm you, so there's no need to be concerned. It worked out in the end, didn't it? Yeah, I suppose it did. Besides, I was unsure how to wake up someone who was fast asleep. So I ended up going with a method I specialize in. You didn't know how to wake me up? Ah, I see. She's never had to do anything like that before then. Lloyd? Are you angry? No, of course not. Though, I recommend raising your voice as a step in between nudging me and casting ice attacks. Nudge me, say, Lloyd, wake up! And then if that doesn't work, cast me with ice. And then if that doesn't work, cast me with revive because I'm down, baby. That should wake most people up. Oh, I see. In that case, would it be more appropriate to address you with, good morning, master? Please don't. The next time the opportunity presents itself? Why would you think that? Or perhaps you would enjoy, I'm going to kick my lazy brother out of, oh my gosh, of bed if he doesn't wake up. Where'd you even learn these phrases? I'm just teasing. Ellie and I prepared breakfast, so please, yo, Tio's crazy. So please come downstairs after you've changed. I'll be taking my leave now. Wait a minute. What is it? Thanks, Tio. You were worried about me, so you came to check on me, huh? Huh? Ah. Feels like the stress from yesterday just vanished. Thanks to you. Oh. And listen to this music too. This is just a big old happy family, man. It's the 4th day of the anniversary festival. We're going to have to work cut out for us. It does still feel like we are going to a 4th day. One more day after this one. Alright, so 4th day of the festival, time to get to work. I'm sure a lot of support requests have come in overnight, so let's take a look. Right, today's the day of the big parade too. Right, it is the parade! Not to mention there are tourists, rather, traveling all across the state during the festival. As you expected, a lot of requests have come in. Lost belongings, missing children, etc. Might be a little much to try and tackle all of them at once. Let's do what we can and go from there. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's go and peek before we end the episode. Ooh. Okay, so we only have... we actually only have 2. One of them's a monster extermination. We've done this one. Oh, I did not do this one. I'm glad I see it now. There's a theft at the BOA. And they want me to go to the Ash Tree Inn. I don't think I'm going to randomly stumble upon there, so I think that'll be fine. I will probably continue playing and knock out these 2 monster exterminations. Let's also go ahead and just report. Hey friend, what's good? Allow me to go over your reports. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the report, everyone. If you finish more reports, let me know. Yeah, okay. I will end the episode here. So, we learned a lot, especially a lot about Tio's past. I don't think we know quite everything about Tio's past. We know that a lot happened when she was 5, and then she left home when she was returned home thanks to Guy. She knew Guy and respected Guy quite a bit. It even came back to Crossbow for Guy. Or I guess to see his promise. Messing on the bulletin board. I've got a meeting to attend at HQ. I'll be back, but go ahead and get some work in the meantime, Sergey. Nice. Fascinating. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these 2 monster exterminations. But I will save here. In the rare event that I need to, like, go see someone immediately to get a book, but I guess I just got a book, so I think we'll be alright. Yeah, so in between episodes, I'll go and knock out these 2 monster investigations. In terms of what we've seen in the last little bit, we know some stuff about Tio's past. We know about Ravash's, their thing, their who's'em-what's-it, their what's-em-doodles, their auction. Major source of stuff for them. Now, here's the other thing. Huey is going to do something on the final day. I can only assume it's related to the auction. Now, I don't want that to be all-out war between them, and Crossbow suffers because of it. I feel like that is a thing that may happen in the near future because of what happens in this chapter. That being said, I'm super into kind of how this chapter is being told over a number of days. Like, you get a little peep here, a little peep there, and then there's also this kitty thing. Okay. Before we end, there is one place that I would like to actually go very quickly. And that is not here. It's north to Rosenberg Studio. Because now we know something is going on there. Doll Studio. I'm kind of curious to see if, you know, anything is not specifically going on, but I guess if anything is different, or the dialogue that goes on here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. If only it was red. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Alright, so we're back here again. No extra dialogue? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Well, once we see the Brights, I wonder if we would be able to talk to them about what's going on. I mean, they're braces and they actually do the bracer code, but like, I don't know. I'm unsure. In that regard, I'm gonna go back to the city, and we're gonna end the episode. I just want to double check. Do I have a monster extermination here? Okay, so up there, that's the mini things. That's the one that'll take me. Old Armorica Road. East Crossbell Highway. And I'm on north. And that's literally neither. I mean, it's up near Mainz. Okay, well, you know, maybe we can talk to the Mainz folks, okay? While we're here. Or Mines. I'm gonna keep calling it Mainz for like the entirety of this series. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I know it's called Mines now. I know it's a pun. Well, I'm sorry, little creatures, little dust bunnies. Am I sorry? Rock rats? Great, thank you, team. Yeah, take me to there. You know, I still want to see the Amy? Yes. Amy's quest for love. How did it go? Oh, well, considering the guy's not here and you're sighing, I assume it didn't go well. A super handsome tourist stopped by town for a little while yesterday. He soaked in the sights and immediately went right back to Crossbell City. Can you believe that? This is so frustrating. Why does it feel like life's always mocking me? Poor Amy. Amy, what you gonna do? Hey, what's up, my dude? You see, monsters love them some septium. That's why they drop so much sepith whenever you take them out. It's no wonder monsters gather like bees to honey around here. This town's all about septium. And you? Did you know that sepith rather is just little fragments of septium? Hey, I'm real smart, aren't I? That kid's going places. What's her name, Kimmy? I think she might be the Grandmaster of Ouroboros. Part 2. First it was Polly, now it's Kimmy. It's definitely not Kimmy, but Kimmy definitely is the 6th Angus of Ouroboros. And make sure there's no like Brights around here. I don't think there's any Brights around here. They've already been here before. I just want to make sure that there's nobody chilling here that I wouldn't expect, that I would have to come back here for. Let's go to the inn real quick. Anybody in the inn? So tourists getting drunk. That's the stuff. Drinking alone right at noon is one of the best things in life has to offer. I don't know about that. This is just iced tea though. Well, maybe I do know about that. I'm sort of busy, but were you looking for something to drink? Just don't hold me responsible for it, rather, if you're all in the middle of working right now. You know, I feel like I don't think I've been into these rooms. Latina, my lady is only serious when in the middle of a business deal. I hope all goes well. Tonight, I'm visiting the mayor's house in order to negotiate a septium transaction. Until those crystals are in my grasp, rather, I will never give up. I will never let you down. I will never run around or desert. Look at this room. Oh, I love this room. Actually, yeah, look at this, like 4 beds. It's like a nice little family stay in the mining village. I think that's kind of neat. Anywho. This is the end of the episode. We're done here. I'm gonna go defeat these monsters. I'll do that off camera. Just knock them out real quick because I will forget. For right now, though, I'm taking off. We learned a lot about Tio today. I've gathered information, and I think I'm on to something with Randy. I really do think he is Red Constellation. I just don't know what the Red Constellation is. And maybe I should like think of it in terms of what would Cassius ask Richard to look into. Maybe I gotta think about Richard's past too. In that regard, it does seem like we might be leaning, maybe not Jaeger specifically, but maybe some sort of fighting unit. Unknown. But if it is a Jaeger unit, then it's some sort of weird Jaeger unit. That's why I really don't think it's a Jaeger unit. I think it's something a little bit crazier. That being said, Tio, we've learned a lot about her history, but now we don't have all of it. There's still little bits and pieces that I feel like we should try and figure out. And I'm sure there are other clues to Tio's history. And now we are going a step further to saying, oh yeah, Guy knew Tio. We kind of have like now positionings on where Guy was at certain points. And we know that Tio was coming back when Guy died. So it really is like a, hey, I wonder what, or who killed Guy. We have a time frame. We got a lot of things. I feel like maybe this game, I feel like I'm under the assumption, maybe not at the end of this game, but definitely at the end of Azure. At the end of one of these two games, we're gonna find out who murdered Guy. And I'll be real, if it's anything like the other Trails games that we've played, this whole chapter is going to be about the personal struggles between, and about these 4 characters. And the second game is going to be, okay, we're dealing with Ouroboros, huh? Is how I'm kind of feeling about it, and I think that almost makes sense in a way. But now we're starting to see, so I wonder if either, it doesn't feel like particularly like either faction is dealing with Ouroboros, but I think that's a naive claim. I think somebody's probably dealing with Ouroboros. I could see, admittedly, the right-hand man of Waze, I think, Abbas Abbas, could be Ouroboros bound or an Ouroboros agent. But even so, he seems to really be, like, doing what's best for his team. So, man, there's even, like, Abbas mysteries that I'm, like, or Abbas mysteries that I'm really thinking about, too. But what I'm saying is, I feel like by the end of the game, we'll probably figure out who killed Guy. So maybe I should start to be treating some of this game to be like a murder mystery. I think maybe because like I think that's the big pulling point here. I think at the center of the board we might want to just have like who killed Guy. Because now we're seeing a bunch of connections, and it feels like the least connected person to all of this is Ellie so far. And that's saying something because she's the granddaughter of the mayor. Yo, maybe I should put the mayor on, no. No, I think the mayor's actually pretty innocent, and I think that whatever was happening with Ernest is Ouroboros related, so we might want to pick that up instead. I might still want to focus on who could have gotten to Ernest or something of that nature. Regardless, you guys have my thoughts. You guys have my theories for right now. I'll sit down and think about some other stuff. I think I want to think about Tio a little bit more. I don't know if any of the doors from the third are Tio related. I am gonna go back onto Ren's door as much as I don't really want to. But I want to grab the names and maybe personalities of the people from Ren's door, even though I think all of them are either gone via being like dead or something of that nature. So I don't think Tio was a part of that, thankfully, but I do want to just double check, and I want to make sure I get those names down. I'm probably going to keep like an actual doc of the doors, as I was talking about earlier, like these are things that I should remember. But until next time, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching. Yeah, we can end with this music. Thank you for watching.